Well, hello everyone. Welcome to today's live stream. We're the Obi Thorin Alliance, and we are proudly presenting the drafting games involving trilogies. We have two amazing special guests, Wilson and T. Would you like to present yourselves?
How's it going? Thank you so much for having me. I love doing
It's a pleasure.
It really is an honor. I appreciate you guys reaching out to me. You know, everybody don't do that. Some people like to keep their stuff to themselves, and you know, I'm a small channel. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Of course.
Same. Glad to be here. Glad to be in collaboration with like-minded moviegoers and movie lovers. I have not shown a lot of love to my channel, so I'm sure my viewers are right now happy to at least see me on screen. But glad to be here and glad you guys have me.
Awesome. So roughly to explain this game, so as Jacob said, it's a trilogy drafting. So we're using the word trilogy, but basically any movie franchise that has more than 3 movies or 3 or more movies. And they, based upon some of the lists we got, some of them, even the actors change. Like one that comes to mind, I saw Home Alone. I guess the classic original Home Alone, there's only the 2 with Macaulay Culkin, but then there's more. So it's any movie that has several trilogies, more than 3 movies in it will count. We're going to go around, we draft, we pick, we kind of steal from each other. I'll explain as we go. And in the end, you'll get a list of your 10, and then we're going to vote on each person's, give them a ranking, and then the person with the most points wins. It might get messy, but we'll see what happens. So I've got 87 trilogies. We've came up as a list between us all in here. I'll randomly grab them out and I'll place them in front of us. You won't be able to see it, but I'll place each person's pile. And if you want to check your pile at any point, just tell me and I'll tell you what you got. For simplicity, Jacob and I will go first. So the order will be for round 1, myself, Jacob, Wilson, T. And then the next round will then move. I've got it written down. I'll then go Jacob, Wilson, T, Luke, and then keeps moving. As if we were sitting at a table and we like poker and we move the deal around.
Makes sense.
Okay. It'll make more sense as we get through it. So I will pick the first one at random. You can see it. I can't see inside the bag. I have got American Pie. So I'm guessing we assume with American Pie, it's all of the I think it's 8 of them or something. There's quite a few.
There's a lot of them, and
so
all of
I'm
them
happy with that. I like American Pie, so I'm happy with that. Me as the first person, I can do nothing with that. That is my card. Jacob, next, he has the option to pick a fresh card or he can steal my card, but you can only steal the person before you.
I will not be stealing.
Okay. Pick
Back to the Future.
Okay, so Jacob has Back to the Future. We'll put his pile there. Now, Wilson, you're next. You can steal from Jacob or pick a new card.
Oh, Back to the Future makes me want to yoink it, but I'm going to pick from the deck. I'll pick from the deck.
Yeah. And once a card's been stolen, it can't be restolen. So if Wilson, you were to steal that off Jacob, T, you can't then steal it from Wilson.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
Okay. So, Wilson, you have got the Scream franchise.
Oh, yes. My favorite.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Don't you dare touch it, T.
I'm about to say, well, after 3, the trilogy's great. After that, leave some to be desired. Especially the last one.
Especially the last one.
Are you gonna steal or you wanna?
I am not gonna steal to steal. I'm gonna risk it because I have a good feeling I'm gonna get a good one.
Okay, you've got Toy Story.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, that's a win. Okay, I will take
that. And because you're last, no one can steal that. That is yours forever. All ours forever. They can't be stolen now. They are in your pile unless you decide to get rid of them later on. Okay, so now round 2 starts with Jacob, and I'm last.
Okay.
Well, you have to pick. You can't. Your first person has no other option but to take a blind one.
Jurassic Park.
Okay, so you got Back to the Future and Jurassic Park. So
hitters.
Okay, Wilson, would you like to steal Jurassic Park or?
Oh, I really want to, but I think there's still some in the pile that are good. Let me go
Of
with the pile.
course.
Let me go with the pile.
Okay, you have got Creed.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, okay.
So you got Scream and Creed so
Okay.
far.
These bangers.
Okay.
Ooh, I might.
Don't
I
you
wanna
dare
take-
do
I
it.
might
Are we
wanna
going to
take
get our
Creed.
first
Yeah.
steal?
Man, Creed is those three of my favorite boxing movies. You know, I'll pick from the pile. I'm gonna let you have it.
We're being
Okay.
we're being very nice.
You have got Lethal Weapon.
Oh, that's
Oh,
a win.
wow.
Yeah, Lethal Weapons classics. I'm gonna keep Lethal Weapon.
Okay.
Your turn.
I want to steal one at some point, but I don't want to steal Lethal Weapon, so I'm going to pick a fresh one. But I am going to steal at some point. I've got Alien.
Oh man, that's my franchise.
Okay, that is the end of round 2. So now
Man, these are all
Wilson's
bangers.
first.
Okay. Well, hit me. I gotta go from the
Oh
pile.
yeah, you have to take
Yeah.
first person. You have got Taken.
Okay. All right.
I
If
wasn't
anybody
aware
wants to
there was-
steal
I
it,
don't remember there being 3 Takens. Is
There
it?
is 3.
oh, there was.
They're definitely three.
I don't remember.
The
what
third
happens.
one
Even
was
though they all
perfect.
feel like one.
Yeah.
Yes, pretty much.
Okay, T, would you like to steal or
Feel free to take
anyone? Take Taken.
As much as I would love to take it, no, I will not. I will pull from the pile.
Okay, you have got John Wick.
Oh, that's a win.
Come on,
That's a better version of Taken.
that is the better version of Taken.
Way
Yeah.
better. Way better.
I'm going to steal John Wick.
Oh, you haven't seen John Wick.
I know I haven't seen John Wick. I'm gonna take it.
Oh, you have to. Oh, what?
Well, everyone else likes it, so it's going to get votes. I guess this would kind of be like Survivor. Like you can do pick. You know how they pick people that win based upon their game style. So even if someone hasn't got the best thing, they go, "I respect their game, so I'm going to vote you to win."
My turn.
I shouldn't have
Here's your
sold
turn.
it so much. I should have just
Yeah,
been quiet.
yeah,
He wouldn't
word,
he wouldn't even
yeah.
known if he never sold it.
Okay.
I mean, it's John
you
Wick.
can't. You can't steal John Wick, so you have
It's
to
John
take from the pile. You have got Friday.
Never seen it.
So Friday the 13th trilogy, I guess. So no, it's not Friday.
No,
so
it's not.
Friday,
It's
next
Friday.
Friday, the Friday
Yeah.
after. This one.
Right.
Those are classics.
Never seen
Those
it.
are classics.
I have actually seen those. I was just assuming it was Friday the 13th. Okay. Well, then that leaves you get a random one, T, because yours got stolen. So you get one from the pile to replace what I took. You've got Rush Hour.
Oh
Okay,
wow! Come
that's
on,
not
man.
that's not bad, but that's not John Wick.
Nah, it's
No.
It's
All
funny,
right,
Johnny.
You're now first, so you get another one straight away. T gets Paranormal Activity.
Oof. Ooh, okay.
You're not
So
stuck
those
with them.
are-
You will at the end
okay.
anything you don't like to get to throw away. So no
Oh
worries.
yeah, that one is definitely. I've only watched the first one, and
That's the
Yeah,
only
it
one
was-
you need to watch.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
So then it is me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Bad Boys. 1, 2,
Oh,
3 for
wow.
life or ride or die.
Okay.
Classics.
All right.
All
Okay.
classics.
Jacob, would you like to steal Bad Boys or pick something bar?
I'll take. I'll have a look. Silent of the Lambs.
What was the third one of that?
It was
Was it?
Dragon.
Was it
like
Red Dragon? Red Dragon. Yeah.
Yeah, Red
well, I mean,
Dragon.
I feel like that those were prequels. Like Red Dragon was.
I mean, technically,
I mean,
but
they're
it
all-
came
they're-
after.
they're all the same.
Yeah, I guess as long as it has 3 or more movies, it's good.
Yeah.
Maybe
With all
remakes.
new
don't
actresses, all new actors and actresses, and I feel like almost all of them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Very interesting.
Okay.
trilogy.
Okay, so now Wilson,
right.
you have the option to steal Silence the Lamb or go a new one.
I'll go with the pile. I'll go into the deck. Trust the heart of the deck.
You got Final Destination.
Yes. Okay, I'll take it.
And then that's it. Everyone's got 4. Now we move to the next round. So round 5.
Yes.
Back to me again? Jeez. Is that
Mhm.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
This is confusing. Indiana Jones.
Oh, wow.
Good one. I
That's
mean, if you don't
solid.
count the last two, then
Yeah, right,
the
yeah.
original trilogy, Last
Original trilogy,
Crusade,
yeah.
It's perfect.
yes,
Okay,
they
you have
should
the
have stopped
option.
with
Would you
this
like
one.
to steal Indiana Jones, Jacob, or
Mm. I'm gonna pass because in my mind I had like a couple, and I'll go in there. Oh,
Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh, you gave up
That's
Indiana
not too bad.
Jones.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's not that bad.
Okay. Would you like to steal
Better
it,
than
Wilson?
paranormal activities. Way
That's
better
true.
than paranormal.
No, he could keep pirates. He could keep pirates. I was
Okay.
hoping he would steal Indiana so I could steal Indiana. But
No, you can't.
But he did.
Once it's stolen, it's stolen.
Oh,
You
right,
can't
right. I
steal it
can't.
twice.
Right. Oh man, that sucks.
Because otherwise, the person that goes last
Yeah,
of the
that's
round will
true.
always get the
Yeah,
best thing.
that is true. That makes sense.
Okay.
All right,
You've
yeah,
got
so,
the
fine.
Evil Dead.
Oh yes. Okay.
Legit.
Okay.
Is this
T,
a
would
new
you like-
one? The new trilogy, or
It's
or
all
just
of them.
all of them? All of them?
Yeah. Well, according to this, it says 1, 2, and Army of Darkness.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
All right.
Still,
But
still,
I
That's
think
good. Still good.
I think it's all. In my opinion, I think it's all of them.
still
okay.
classics.
You stealing
I
that, or
will
you
not.
want a new one?
I will not steal that.
Okay,
I'm hoping for. Come on. Plan.
National Lampoon's Vacation.
Well, you know what? Comedy classic. Comedy classic.
That is.
Christmas Vacation. I feel like we
Mm.
watch in my house at least 50 times before and after Christmas. So
So then that means Jacob's first.
okay.
Okay. Round 6. I only had one stolen. This is a bit poor.
The Matrix. I'm happy with that.
Ooh, we're about to have
That's
another
the last-
stolen because I'm gonna need that. I am gonna need that. I am gonna need
Okay.
the Matrix. I'm gonna steal that.
Wilson,
I'm sorry.
Wilson takes the Matrix,
I'm gonna
and
take
it.
T must take a new one. You
Let's-
get the
let's-
Dark Knight Trilogy.
Oh, classic.
Oh man.
You know,
Well, that's coming to me. so-
I'm like, you're not next.
you know what? I will say this, and this is a hot take. I feel like that trilogy is overrated.
Ooh,
But
that is a hot take.
Okay, so then now,
overrated.
so
We'll
now
go.
Jacob and T have to get fresh ones because yours were stolen. We'll go Jacob first because you started the round. You get Insidious.
Don't know what that is.
Wow.
Either.
It's a horror. It's a horror franchise. They have a new
Yeah.
one coming out this
And-
year, I think.
Yeah.
And T gets Predator.
Oh wow.
Classic. Not. They didn't all.
Yeah.
They don't all hold up, but
Nah, yeah, but
But-
still.
pretty good.
So as a recap after 6 rounds, I've got the Dark Knight Trilogy, Bad Boys, American Pie, Alien, John Wick, and Indiana Jones. Jacob has Jurassic Park, Back to the Future, Friday, Silence of the Lambs, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Insidious. Wilson has Scream, Creed, Taken, Final Destination, Evil Dead, and The Matrix. And T has Toy Story, Lethal Weapon, Rush Hour, Paranormal Activity, National Lampoons, and Predator.
I feel like I'm
So-
losing this right now. I need.
So
I
then
need.
that
I
would,
need some wins.
for round 7, Wilson is first, and
All
you
right.
are about to get Cars.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Why gotta be that one? Out of all the Disney movies.
Okay, would you like to steal that, T?
No. I'm,
Well, you have gotten How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, come on.
a far
That's a lot.
superior. A far superior trilogy.
I do like it. I won't steal it. I'll go new. I'm going to get the Bourne trilogy.
Wow. Banger.
Okay. Jacob, would you like to steal the Bourne trilogy or?
I'm gonna go in there. The Purge.
Purge.
Don't know what that is.
I know what it is. I haven't seen it
Okay.
though.
Also,
Oh,
our movie.
those are good. Those are good ones. I mean, they're no
Okay.
cars, but they're
Okay, everyone's got 7. No one had any stolen. So round 8 starts with T. You are about to get
let's go. Come on.
A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Wow.
Oh, classic trilogy.
Classics.
Classic. There's like 12 of them, but
Damn.
I'll take it.
I don't want that. I'll start again. It is me. I am going to get Die Hard.
Wow. John
All right,
Wick
good.
before John Wick.
I think I would say that's that. I feel like that's a win in itself.
What would you like to do, Jacob? You want to steal it or a new one?
A new one. Don't know what that is.
Shrek.
Shrek.
Oh, Shrek. Okay.
I like
Shrek.
Shrek.
Shrek's good.
I'm looking forward to the new Shrek. It's going to be good.
My kids just started watching Shrek. Like they got into it and they really like it. They watched the first.
Yeah, I
one.
feel like a lot of kids now don't like it. My kids aren't interested, and all their friends don't think it's funny. But
Really?
I don't know why they don't think it's funny. But the new trailer looks so good.
They don't get the joke. Like, well, my kids watching it because the first few Shreks are very dated. It's very,
Yeah.
like you had to be there for a lot of the jokes to hit, and my kids don't get it. So it's just like, and I don't explain it to them. It's just like, but they still like it.
Yeah, they don't seem to be too interested.
No.
Wilson,
Go
would you like to steal Shrek?
No.
On the bag.
I already have cars.
The Avengers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Finally, something good.
Interesting. Well, it was good. I think I'm gonna steal that one. I think I'm gonna take the Avengers.
This is some bullshit.
Wait,
I just got it.
Wait, did you start it? No,
I think Jacob.
you started it. Like you got Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh wait, no, yeah, T started it. Yeah, so I'm the last
that's
one.
the end of the round.
So yeah, you can't steal it.
Oh,
All right, everyone's got 1, 2, 3.
That's funny. All right.
Okay, no one had any stolen then? No.
I almost
So
did.
Start of round. Really, it's back to me again. Does that sound right?
It is.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because if T finished, then it's me. Seems like it comes up too soon. Okay, Spider-Man, the Sam Raimi trilogy.
Wow, the good one. Except for the
Okay,
last
would
one.
you like to steal that, Jacob?
Yes, I would.
There we go. Which then means Wilson gets a new one.
Going in the bag.
Get Terminator.
Oh yes. T, don't even look at me. Don't even look at me, T.
Where'd your paper go?
There it is.
Okay. T, would you like to steal the Terminator or start again? You had a new one.
We can't hear you.
Oh,
I would not. No, I was muted. I'm sorry.
Thank God.
I only like the first two, so I'll let them keep the Terminator.
Thank you.
okay. You're going to get Friday the 13th. You're getting a lot of horror.
You got all the classics.
Okay, and then
man, I got Freddie.
that leaves me because I had one stolen. And Star Wars, the prequel trilogy, though.
Ooh.
So not the good one.
The inferior trilogy.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that is now the last round. So Jacob, you are first.
Okay. Ocean's trilogy.
Classic.
Ooh,
Does that
is
include
classic.
the women's one? The remake?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's not part of that. Oh, that one was terrible. Man.
I'm gonna go in the bag. You can keep the Oceans.
You have got Madagascar.
Okay. All right. Hey. Anything's better than Cars.
Barely. Madagascar and the Ice Age. Those are.
You say that, you'll probably end up with ice.
I probably will.
You go into the bag?
Yes.
Jaws.
Wow.
You got a lot of, you got classics. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, the first one. Like, does anybody remember the third one? I think I actually
Yeah,
went and saw that in the theater. Not yet.
Jaws 3D.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not stealing that. So this is the last pick of the round. Austin Powers.
Wow.
Groovy, baby.
Classic.
Okay. How should we decide who goes first with the swapping, with the trading them in? Yes, let's go to the next order. So if that started with Jacob, then I mean Wilson is first. I'll read out
Right.
your list. You have The Terminator, Final Destination,
Yes.
Taken, The Avengers,
Yes.
Creed, Madagascar, Cars. I'm kind of piling them where I think the ones you're going to throw away.
Oh, you are
Scream.
correct, sir.
The Matrix and The Evil Dead. So
Okay.
any of those would you like to trade in for something random?
It could be any amount.
Yep, you can throw them all in if you want.
All right, cool. Not all of them. I'll take the Madagascar. You could get rid of.
Yep.
Cars, definitely. Taken as well. And
Final Destination.
I'll keep it. I'll keep it. I fucks with Final Destination. Yeah. Just those three.
Okay, so you're trading in Taken, Cars, Madagascar, and you are going to get. These are final. You don't get to change
these are final.
You're getting The Hunger Games.
Okay. Already upgrade.
Yeah.
Ice Age.
Halloween.
Oh.
Okay. I have at least one classic.
And The Equalizer.
Yes. I'm good with this.
Legit.
I'm good with this.
Okay, so T. We've got Toy Story, Lethal Weapon, Jaws, Friday the 13th, Rush Hour, Nightmare on Elm Street, How to Train Your Dragon, Predator, National Lampoons, and Paranormal Activities.
All right. So I am getting rid of Paranormal Activities.
Yep.
National Lampoons, Predator, Jaws,
yep,
and I gotta get rid of Freddy or Jason. I will get rid of Friday the 13th.
I'm keeping How to Train Your Dragon?
Yes, I am. That is a beloved trilogy in my home.
Okay, so you're trading 5 in.
Yes. So this is a crapshoot. I'm probably gonna get Ice Age. Like
Mission Impossible.
What?
Classic.
The Expendables.
That pushes me down.
Spider-Man, the MCU home trilogy.
Oh my god!
Great.
No way home.
Exactly.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
This is unfair.
This is a great
Star Wars, the original
trilogy.
I think it's over.
Just won it there.
Just over. It's over.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's a big draw right there.
Yeah.
Here's mine. I got Star Wars, the prequels, Austin Powers, American Pie, Alien, Die Hard, Bourne, Dark Knight, Bad Boys, Indiana Jones, and John Wick. I actually kind of like them all, to be honest.
You done stole half of them.
I'll trade in Austin Powers and American Pie. See what I get. Even though I like them, I don't think they're going to get many votes. X-Men original trilogy. Yeah, I guess it's an upgrade for Austin Powers.
That's a fair trade.
A blank piece of paper.
That said Ice Age. I know it said Ice Age. I know it.
Fast and the Furious.
Wow.
You just won. That just won it. The Fast and the Furious.
Okay, so Jacob.
Yes.
Hit me. You've got Ocean's trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the Future.
Have to keep that.
Okay, do you want to tell me to put them keep or not keep?
Uh,
Oceans,
I will get rid of Oceans.
Pirates of the Caribbean,
Get rid of.
Silence of the Lambs,
Great movies, but I'll get rid of.
Shrek,
I'll keep.
Spider-Man,
Gotta keep.
The Purge,
Get rid of.
Jurassic Park,
Keep.
Friday,
Haven't seen it, so get rid of.
Insidious.
Get rid of.
Okay, you're trading in 6.
Yeah.
That's a big swap.
Oh,
Well,
this
if I
he's
haven't
gonna get
seen
all the
them,
good
it's fine.
stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna get Lord of the Rings.
Oh my goodness.
That is what I wanted.
That's 1.
Yes.
Ghostbusters.
Yes.
A good choice.
Classics.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. You got one ding.
The Wolverine trilogy.
Oh.
Or
God.
X-Men Origins Wolverine and Logan. So that's 4.
1 out of 3 ain't bad.
Deadpool.
Oh my
That's a good
The
one.
Godfather.
I
Jesus.
haven't seen it.
goodness.
Oh, that's
Okay,
popular. And that is 6.
I'm happy with that.
Jesus.
I've never seen The Godfather. I've never seen any of the
Me
Godfather
too.
movies.
I watched the first one on a plane and it bored the shit out of me. I don't know how it started.
People
Should I
swear
read
by
out the
those
ones
movies.
we missed out on?
There's
It's
one
gonna-
that
it's
I
gonna kill
wish
me.
that I got. There's
Kill
only
me.
one.
Okay, how about we chuck in a random pile that's no one and see if they beat us. the random pile of
Yeah.
no one's what they get.
A random pile.
The random gets Twilight.
They already lost.
They get Captain America,
Oh.
That's
Okay.
legit.
Despicable Me,
Okay.
Okay.
IP Man,
It
Oh,
Man.
It Man.
Ip
Yeah.
Man,
Okay.
Oh,
Cla-
okay.
Classic action
Yeah.
series. I've never watched one of them, but I've seen
Oh
clips.
man.
Beverly
You
Hills
missing
Cop.
out. Oh
Classic.
damn. Classic.
Kung Fu Panda.
Still classic.
They're not. That's
They're at 6.
That's it.
that barely beats Cars.
Daniel Craig's James Bond.
Okay.
I would
Good.
have liked that one.
Very
I
good.
really liked that one.
Yeah, very good trilogy or quadrilogy.
Men in Black.
Yes.
Mad Max.
Oh, I forgot about the Mad Max franchise.
Mm.
Damn.
I feel like they're overrated. I'm not the big
The
fan.
Hobbit.
Oh, T's favorite.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if that would have won anything. That doesn't
Don't
seem
know.
fair.
No.
Plus, they
no.
didn't get the option to swap and trade. So
Yeah.
just curious, see what they would have got. Okay, so I'll I'm trying to think the best way to do this. If I read out each person's trilogy, then we go around and give points out.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll recap mine. I've got Fast and the Furious,
That's a
X-Men, Star Wars prequels, John Wick, Indiana Jones, Bad Boys, The Dark Knight, Bourne, Die Hard, and Alien.
Jesus, that sounds like everything I watch every year. I watch all these movies. It's crazy.
So
Jacob
what are we
has-
giving them a score? What's the score we giving? 1 through what?
Oh, it's more like a ranking. So then we'd go like, let's say it's my turn. I give 3, 2, 1 to.
Oh, okay, got it.
So it's going to be hard because you've got to try and remember what each person had, but maybe in your head keep an idea of, oh, that's probably the best one or that's the worst one. So Jacob is the Wolverine, Divergent, Godfather, Deadpool, Ghostbusters, Lord of the Rings, Jurassic Park, Spider-Man, Sam Raimi, Shrek, and Back to the Future. Wilson is The Equalizer, Halloween, The Hunger Games, Final Destination, Evil Dead, Scream, Matrix, Terminator, Avengers, and Creed. And T has Ice Age, Cars,
I was like, I said,
Kung Fu Panda, Star Wars, the original trilogy, Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man MCU, The Expendables, Mission Impossible, Nightmare on Elm Street, How to Train Your Dragon, Rush Hour, Lethal Weapon, Toy Story. So following the same order when we swapped, who went first? Who went first when we did the swapping? Was it me?
Yes.
I was me. Okay, so then the next round would then be Jacob. So you give points, Jacob. So who do you give 1 point to?
1 point out of how many?
3. So 1 is the bottom. Second, 2 points is your second favorite. 3 points is top dog.
Who do I vote for first?
Yeah. Oh no, do the reverse. Start at the bottom. Who are you giving 1 point to? Out of the 3 of us, who is the worst?
Oh, that's hard. Unfortunately, even though I like your list, I think the Fast of the Furious brings it down for you to 1 point.
One movie is enough to knock out
Yes.
9 bangers. That's wild. That is so wild.
The power of family.
That's hilarious because I honestly feel that way about somebody else's list.
Okay, so 1 point.
trilogy
Who
did
are you giving 2 points to?
Probably Wilson.
No, Wilson gets 2, and then
All right.
T gets 3.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Okay, so Wilson, you're next. Who gets 1 point?
Ah, man, this sucks, but I'm gonna have to go with Jacob's list. I'm sorry.
The same as well.
Then I gotta give number 2, not because of Fast and Furious, but I'm gonna give it to you, Luke. And I gotta give the 3 points to T. I mean, he has the better list, the better movies.
Yes, he does.
Sorry,
Man,
just subjectively, that's just.
it's because I kept How to Train Your Dragon. That's what.
That's
The
totally,
funny thing is,
that's totally
I
what's
don't really,
running.
I don't really like that many movies in my list, but I feel like these are like all in like the top 50 greatest movies of all time. I'm
Yeah,
like, how are
they
these
are.
not winning? I don't
Yeah,
understand.
they
This
are.
is-
Yeah.
Well, it's the trilogy fact because like some of
Yeah.
those trilogies have stinkers.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the
Like
problem.
that's why I got rid of most of mine is because it's like they might have 1 good movie or 2, but like very few have 3 great movies like Toy Story. Like Toy
Yeah.
Story trilogy is. I mean,
Well, you got to
4.
count 5. You got to
What's
count
that?
5.
Yeah, do we not have to? 'Cause
Yeah, no, you do. You
it's
got to
just
count all of them.
I think 5's not that bad. 4 is the worst.
5's great.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
4.
5's my favorite. I think of the whole lot.
I haven't seen 5 yet,
Oh wow.
but I want to. I want to take my kids, but I've got to find time.
Okay, so then that's your next T. Who are you giving
Oh,
points
man. So my number, the 1 point will go to Wilson.
I know which movie you talk about too.
One,
I know which movie it is. I know
yeah.
which movie is bringing
Just
me
one.
down.
It's just one trilogy. And then my number 2, 2 points will go to Jacob, and then it's because you got John Wick, man. That's why Luke gets 3 points. John Wick is one of the greatest trilogies of all time.
Understandable.
Okay, so leading into the final round, as I get to go last, here is the points update. So Jacob is on 3 points. Wilson is on 3 points. T is on 6 points. And I am on 6, but I cannot gain any more points because I can't give myself points. So I am fixed on 6. So therefore, T will almost certainly win because of that. Unless I want to be nasty. I'm gonna revisit the list.
Drum roll.
I think Jacobs by far to me seemed like the worst. Oh no, actually no. It was before you did the swaps. I take that back.
Yeah, he did the
before
swaps.
the swaps, you had some horrible ones, but
Yeah.
Back to the Future. I really like
Classic.
Divergent. It's one of my favorite franchises. I haven't
Surprised.
seen all the Godfather, but everyone loves it.
Yeah.
It was a
Deadpool,
classic.
Wolverine, love Ghostbusters, Lord of the Rings, Jurassic Park, Spider-Man, the better. Well, I think the better Spider-Man, and Shrek. I like Shrek.
Everybody has good
Wilson?
lists.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Wilson, Halloween. I do like the Hunger Games, Final Destination, Evil Dead. Not so much. I do like Scream. I don't know if I could be that favorite that much. Original Star Wars games. How You Train Your Dragon might be the difference here.
The live action was great.
No, I honestly think Toy Story and Rush Hour are so good. They put it up there.
Hey! Don't forget, I have Avengers on my list. Okay,
Yeah. I don't like
that's-
Avengers.
Oh, it's
Man.
over. Destroyed myself.
Okay, I'm going to give Jacob 3.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
going to give. Oh, sorry, I went in the wrong order. I'm going to give Wilson 1, T2, Jacob 3. So
Okay.
Wilson 1, T2. That would mean T got a total of 8. I got 6. Jacob got 6, and Wilson got 4.
All right.
Star Wars for the win, guys.
I mean,
It did help.
I'd treat the dragon for the win.
Let's
Yeah,
see,
How to
what other movies did we miss out on?
Yes.
What could have we had?
man, Planet of the Apes. That's the one I wanted. I
Oh,
feel like
word.
that's
Planet
the
of
greatest.
Apes. Yeah,
Wait.
it's up there.
Jurassic World,
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Planet of the Apes, Scary Movie,
Oh word. Damn, I wish I had that.
Blade,
Ah, wish I had that.
Home Alone, Night at the Museum,
Oh word.
Conjuring,
Oh
Karate
yes.
I
Yes.
think we got all the good
Rambo,
ones.
Oh Rambo.
Chucky, Child's Play,
Eating Chucky.
Transformers, the Cornetto trilogy, so Shaun of the Dead, Hot
Oh
Fuzz, and
man,
Those are good ones.
those are great.
Ant-Man, Iron Man, Rocky,
Okay. Rocky.
Thor,
Second.
Ice Age,
The winner, the real winner.
The real winner.
The Hangover,
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Hangover.
Saw,
Ah,
Maze Runner,
those
the
are good.
Mummy
Those are
trilogy,
good.
and one that no one got to have, Harry Potter.
Oh word.
That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Missed out on Harry
That
Potter.
was great.
Okay. That was a bit of fun.
yes.
That actually went a lot
Yeah.
quicker than I thought it was gonna go.
Yeah, I thought it would take a lot
for,
longer.
for all the 87 movies we went through.
Yeah, we went through them. I think we should have sold our list.
Oh,
Yeah, a little
that's
bit.
good
Yeah.
point.
So
I mean, I don't know, man. When you started pulling all those classics, we're like, come on now.
that was just luck. I mean,
Well, what could you do to make it more fun? I guess next time you could do a pitch of yours. Whether there's a way of trying to make the stealing a bit more fun, where you could steal not just the person before you, anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess whoever goes last has the ultimate power, but you do enough rounds that everyone gets to go last the same amount of time.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I mean, when I have you going behind me, you just steal all my good stuff. It was painful.
And like potentially, could you shuffle the list so you don't always have the same person after you all the time?
Yeah,
but
that'd
just-
be good.
That could work. That could work too. I think you should have the list should be typed up on the screen, so not only could we see it, but the audience could see it, and then they can
Yeah,
go through
I don't know how to do that. I was thinking
Neither
about it.
neither do I.
I had no idea how to do it. The only thing I could think of was like a board, but then you couldn't see it, or
Touche.
maybe I could put it on like a tablet and I could like show it on the screen every now and then as an update.
Give me enough time. I can figure it out.
Yeah. I think
There's
there's
definitely a way to do it.
there's like
Maybe
a plus share your screen on this platform. It's like a little plus screen at the very
yeah.
bottom. I think
Yeah,
you could
just
have
share
like
that one
like a
window.
notes or something open or Windows.
I was thinking
Microsoft
potentially I
Word,
could
whatever.
do this. I could write a comment and then you can
Or
just
that works.
That could work too.
That works.
you
Because
can
it'll
just
bring
keep
it up,
commenting.
so everybody could see it, and
Right.
it's a lot easier than thinking about it from the
Yeah.
top of your head. Because I wrote my list down, but I
Yeah,
didn't
same,
write everybody
same.
else's down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Think about it. It'll be some kind of paid thing we'll have to get through StreamYard probably.
Oh goodness gracious!
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
If you got to
it's
pay
not
for it,
worth
never
it.
mind.
Yeah, it's not worth
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
The screen sharing would actually work. I didn't even think about that. Could
But no, it's
potentially
definitely fun.
Yeah.
could just invite a fourth person to the chat, which is just me logged in on another device, and that's just on the screen.
That too. That could
Also.
work. There are plenty of things. But
What would be a fun thing? Would be a fun thing you could do next time, like action movies or horror movies, or like pick a genre or something.
For sure. For sure.
I mean, I feel like you guys haven't watched a lot of horror. There was a lot of horror movies mentioned. You guys were like, I've never seen The Purge. I've never seen what was the other one? Insidious.
Yeah.
Oh, some of them I knew what they were. I'd seen parts, but I couldn't say I've seen the trilogy of them.
Right. Gotcha.
If you've seen Insidious Part 1, then you've
seen
all of Insidious,
pretty much you've seen all of it.
and they get progressively worse as they go along.
That is 1,000%.
Could do one of only bad movies.
Yeah.
Like try and find some of the worst movies people.
Oh man,
so you could get the best of the worst list.
That's my wheelhouse, though. That's I used to, especially when I was deployed, I would just. They had this shack that had all of these bootleg movies. They had like all of these bootleg discs, and I would go and I would pick the worst looking ones, like the ones you've never heard of, and I would just watch them, and it was cathartic. Like I'm watching these just terrible B movies. Like this one movie where it was like Mortal Kombat, but like if you lost, you got eaten. I think it was called Evil Feed or something like that. It was like a fighting tournament, and if you lost, cannibals ate you. And it was like, how did this get made? It got made, and I watched it, and it was terrible.
I always find it interesting watching. Like there's this app that I use to watch movies, and they'll have like the latest release, and there's like a new horror movie that comes out every day, and they're so bad. It'll be like zombies versus Godzilla versus giant squid or something. There'll be something random like that. Each one of them.
Strippers versus zombies. That is a movie.
Yeah.
That is, and I've watched it. And
they obviously just pump them out so quick. And I like watching the trailers because the trailers crack me up how bad they are.
Yes. I definitely like on my Fire Stick, whatever those streaming apps are, they'll always have and it's like something you've never heard of, and it has the worst box art, and sometimes they're brilliant, sometimes they're not. Like sometimes you're like, oh wow, I'm glad I watched this because it was so bad, it was great. But sometimes
I saw a trailer the other day for this one. It was like mega shark versus giant squid or something, and I was just looking because my son really likes sea animals, so I looked it up, and it was the worst graphics you ever seen. But the shark like jumped and got a plane out of the sky. It was like the dumbest thing I've ever seen in the trailer.
Totally plausible.
It was a mega shark. Come on now.
Yeah.
It's the megalodon.
Yes. My wife loved those movies, but I've not watched either one of Meg 1 or 2, but my wife
so good.
loves them. The Meg.
Did you want to ask some questions, Jacob? You want to know what everyone's been watching? We did talk briefly about the Odyssey, but so anyone else seen anything good?
Yeah, I just wanted to know what's been both of you most surprising movie or movie that you thought was like not good or kind of surprised you. Like for me, it was probably Power Ballad with Paul Rudd, when he's like this wedding singer, and then he actually writes a song. And for me, I wasn't expecting that, but it was surprising, like really good. Has there been any movies that has surprised you or anything like that?
I think the biggest surprise for me this year was Obsession. Because I saw the preview and I was like, all right, cool. I might go see it. I might not. And I just was like, you know what? I'm bored. Let me go see it. And that was probably top 3 movie of the year. Like I wouldn't say it's not my number one, but like it was very surprising how good it was, how creepy it was. Like I'm usually not creeped out by a lot of things in movies because a lot of times they do cheap scares, but that movie was creepy. Like it was creepy because I feel like I've been there. I feel like I've been there.
I've heard good things about it. I need to see it.
It's a great movie. Yeah. It's really, I mean, they made it for $750,000, and it's made like probably like
Almost.
70-80 million dollars.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
it's just insane profit for a low budget movie. Same thing with Backrooms. I think they made that for a little bit more, but it made a ton of money on a shoestring budget.
Is that any good? The Backrooms?
I haven't seen that yet. I do want to
Oh.
watch it. A lot of people have told me it's
I would
really good.
recommend it. Yeah, I would recommend it. For me, it would be Backrooms because Obsession to me, I didn't have any expectations. So it it was good, but I wasn't expecting it to be bad. So it was a surprise that it was good. But Backrooms is this thing on YouTube a couple years ago. I don't know if I don't know if you guys have seen it. It started off as like this internet creepypasta thing where people would talk about what it was like, and then it became like this 19-year-old kid started messing around with like special effects and created actual backroom content on YouTube, and that same kid got the opportunity basically to create the movie. And so I had high expectations for it because of like the stuff that he was able to do on YouTube, and the movie blew everything I thought was going to be away, because I thought it was going to be cheap scares and cheap stuff, but it had like a deep message. It's just not as clear cut as something like Obsession. So I don't like, you either hate it or you love it, kind of thing.
Mhm.
But I did like what they were trying to say with the movie, and to me that's the movie that I would say surprised me this year, that I was like, wow, it's actually better than what I thought.
For me, surprisingly good. Same as Jacob, the Power Ballad. I must say I really like Paul Rudd, so I like most things he's in.
Understandable.
And
That's
it
on
was
my
good
list.
because it wasn't his typical funny self. Like had funny moments, but I wouldn't say it was a comedy as such.
Okay.
So it was really good. Either of you heard of it or seen it?
I've heard of it. Like I wanted to go see it in the theater, but I think that week I went and saw like 3 movies. I can't remember what week it came out. It might have came out the same week as Supergirl. Like it came out the same. I think I went and saw 2 other movies, and that was going to be the third. But I just
I really like. I thought it had a good ending. It wasn't like stereotypical, and had a good message. It was funny. I'm really into music too, so I resonated with me. I thought it blew me away. In terms of bad, Sheep Detective. I really thought it was going to be good, and it wasn't. But everyone else
really.
I like Sheep Detective.
I thought I was going to love it
yet either.
I think I had high expectations of that, and then it disappointed me. Where I think a lot of other people had no expectations, and it surprised them. When I saw the trailer, I was like, "Oh, this is going to be so funny." And then I'm watching, like, this sucks. Like I just like watching this shit.
Did you watch it with your kids?
No, I should actually watch it with them.
I think the kids will like it. Like I'm gonna watch it because I think it just came out here streaming on
it's on Amazon.
I think so I'm gonna watch that with the kids. I think they'll get a bigger kick out of it than I will.
Well, I ended up watching it at home, but I originally went to see it at the movies, and there was no sound, so they gave us a refund. So I was probably pissed off for that.
Touche. I would definitely be upset. I would definitely be upset. I think the biggest disappointment for me this year was Supergirl. Like that movie was just not. I wanted to love it so bad. I was like looking for something to latch on to, and nothing that movie did. The villain was terrible. Supergirl was okay, but the little girl was annoying. It was just,
she is annoying.
It just didn't do.
Yeah, they try to make a movie out of something that really wasn't enough to be a movie. Like
everybody who read the comic said the comic is like one of the greatest comics. Like it's like top 25 comic stories of all time. Like but it's dark though. Like yes, it is. It's a dark story. I was like, they're not gonna like James Gunn universe ain't trying to go that dark this quick. Yeah, and they kind of babied it down and ruined it. Like they ruined the great story.
That makes sense. If it is meant to be more epic and they just didn't do it, because watching it, I thought, this is so what? Like oh no, it just didn't seem like enough story. I said.
That's exactly what I said. But like there are people who swear by it. I've never read it, but they're
Yeah,
like
it's
the
really good.
comic book fans were pissed because they're like, this is a great story.
And they
But I
butchered it.
knew that they were gonna. They don't do comic stories actually really well. Typically.
Typically, yeah.
Well, in the comic book, the little girl actually kills the villain. What in the movie they made it that Supergirl kills the villain. What's kind of hypocritical because the time movie she's saying revenge is bad, and then she does it just because the villain like does something to the dog, to Crypto, and it's kind of like, well, I don't know. I personally would have liked it if the little girl did it because it felt more the villain did something to her parents. Like it's kind of
Her
like,
whole
well,
family.
versus doing something to an annoying dog. It's kind of like, well, that's the problem I have with Supergirl, and her reason for being like a alcoholic. We already knew what happened to Krypton. It's kind of like, well,
I think we talked about this before. We both thought that was the most intriguing part, learning about Krypton and the fact they raised it up and lived there for a while. That was cool, but beyond that, the rest of me was like, cool. The dog got like whatever.
That I think was my biggest hate on the movie was the dog part, and then two, what I didn't understand was the dude killed her family.
yeah, and didn't
She
see
was
her at
standing
all.
there.
Right there.
Yeah.
She was right next, like he threw the knife through her brother, but didn't look over at the brother. Like, I just kill him, and I'm just so badass that I don't even look over. And they were trafficking little girls. Like, you would think that he would see the little girl that was right there, and I was just like, that didn't make any sense to me. Like,
and then for the whole movie, they go around kidnapping
chasing
little
her.
girls.
Yeah, he's trying. He's chasing her for the rest of the movie. I was like, you were right there, dude. Like, what? That irked me because now you're thinking I'm stupid. Like that. That's what.
Sorry. Yeah. I was going to say, I think the whole story of the trafficking and what's going on there is kind of cool, but the dog was just kind of the reason to get her invested. Where it's like, couldn't she just been like, "Hey, I'm a good person. I'm going to help you."
Right.
Like Superman, like you'd think Superman would. He would go, "I'm going to help this person. They need help." She's like, "Nah, I don't give a shit." Oh, but my dog though, and but I'll try and help my dog, and if I help you along the way, then that's.
But revenge bad.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. It was. She went up to her. It was so funny because she goes up to her. Hey, this guy just killed my family. I need your help to get them. She's like, no, I don't want to do. And like 2 minutes later, the dog gets darted, and she's like, no, I got to find this guy. I was just like,
yeah.
That's actually one of my pet peeves. What I feel like people, and I don't know how it is where you are, but I feel like people in the United States, they care more about their dogs than they do about other humans, and it annoys me. Like you kill 500 people, it's fine, but if you hurt a dog, you're the worst human ever. It's like I dislike that. That was my bias going into this movie. I was like, I don't care about your dog. Like, and that dog's annoying.
They try now to, in movies, try and add that. I think we talked about it with Superman, with Crypto being in that. It's this idea. This idea, if you just add this cute little creature, everyone goes, "Oh, like it's so cute." And so that's the thing. So they just like, now we just add, whether it be Groot or we add, Crypto, we add some kind of cute animal creature that doesn't speak, and everyone goes, "Oh, what a good movie!" Like, oh, and you just have that heartbroken moment of, "Oh, the animal might die. It's the worst thing that could happen," and it's just trickery instead of writing a good story or getting you emotionally invested in something.
The Mandalorian and Grogu. Well, first time I saw that, the first episode of Mandalorian, I said, "Oh, this show is gonna make $1 billion." When I first saw Grogu, I was like, "I hate this thing." Like, I don't like little cute MacGuffins, like you said. Like, it's just like a little cute thing there. And then Crypto is like the most dangerous thing on the planet. Like that, it's an alien super dog who has no control over himself. He's just, like the one scene where he's like playing with the cow and Superman. I was like, I was expecting to destroy that cow. I was like, split the cow in half. It didn't, because it's a PG-13 movie, but I was like, this is the most dangerous thing. And all he does is just go around, just tear things up, and you can't stop him. Like, put the dog down. It's a danger to all society.
I also don't like they made a little scruffy dog. Like I always thought Crypto was a Labrador. Like I don't know
it's
why they
supposed to be a
changed it.
Labrador, yeah.
Yeah, like what is this? Like
Cute. It's cute. The kids like it. My kids like it.
yeah.
I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I like the dog.
Do you guys like James Gunn as like the overhead of DC? Because personally, I think he's done 2 movies now, and I think he's trying to copy the formula of Guardians of the Galaxy instead of trying to focus on the one character. Like in Superman, it feels very much like he's trying to bring in other characters just instead of focusing on the main character. Supergirl, he brings in Limbo or Lombo
Lobo.
into that movie instead of just focusing on the one character. Like I love Guardians of the Galaxy, but that's the problem that I have with him as the overseer of DC. Do you guys feel the same or you feel different?
I feel the same.
Me personally, I feel like James Gunn is the world's greatest con man. Like he's sold people. He has sold people on like these fantasies of what DC is gonna be, and then he just has not done it. Like
Delivered.
yeah, like and I mean, I said this when he first. I was like, he's playing with house money. DC is like this known commodity. I mean, for every Supergirl, all you gotta do is put out Batman, and you're gonna make all of that money back, right? Like that's the cool thing about DC is that it always has Batman, just like Marvel always has Spider-Man. Like you could, if you're going through a bad spell, put out a Spider-Man movie, you're gonna make your money. Put out a Batman movie. Hopefully, we'll see a Batman movie before 2030. The Batman 2. Who knows when that's coming?
February,
of 2028.
Allegedly.
But he just like the vision that he sold everybody is not what we actually saw. Like not what we're seeing. He did Creature Commandos, he did Superman, and I feel like everything after that has just kind of been like he just started piecemealing things. Oh, I got a good script for Supergirl. This script is so good, I have to make this movie now. And we saw that movie, and I don't know what script he read that just said that this was the greatest script, and I have to make this movie now. It just, yeah, I'm not a fan. Like I love the Guardians of the Galaxy, great trilogy, but like he's selling people on something, and he's just not delivering on it.
It just confuses me what they're trying to do. There's like they'll make these funny, like this, for instance, they'll make Peacemaker, which is great, but it's fun, lighthearted. Yeah. Then they'll do like Superman's kind of meant to be in the middle, same with Supergirl, and then you have something like the Batman, the complete opposite end.
Made by Matt Reeves.
It's like which one? What direction does DC want? Where like MCU, you kind of know it's kind of a little bit gimmicky all the time, and it just seems to follow the same formula. So we're like, I like the dark DC. Like I have no issue with them making dark. It was like that was the thing. Their heroes are generally a bit more dark than the MCU, but yeah, with Supergirl, I don't think it was good, but I'm not that angry at it because I reckon I have very, very low expectations for anything superhero related now. I think I've just decided that they're always going to be disappointing now. And then maybe the ones that I really like, maybe it's just like the Mandela effect. I think they're better than they really were.
No, like I could still go back and watch Winter Soldier right now. Yeah, that is still like that holds up. Like they're not all good. That's the bad thing is people expect all of them to be great. That's impossible. Like it is impossible to make just 50. I think what is it like 30 something Marvel movies?
A lot.
Like it's impossible to make 30 good movies in a row. Like it's just and please everybody. That's the thing. Like Shang-Chi, I thought was a great movie.
Amazing, yeah.
But when's the last time you saw Shang-Chi?
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't like it.
No, I watch it regularly.
But see, exactly. Like you didn't like it.
Yeah.
But there are people. I loved it. I didn't think it was the greatest, but I didn't think it was the worst either. It was like it's also subjective.
Well, the
Yeah.
thing is, I'm okay with it. Like, I go watch them all at the movies, and I give them my money, and either way, I'll still go see the next one. So I just expect them to be kind of silly. I'll look back and go, that doesn't make sense. This could have been better. Let's see if the next one's better. And I'll continue to keep going, I think, forever. So I don't mind, but I don't expect them to be masterpieces.
It's so weird though. Like Captain America: Brave New World was terrible. It was not a good movie. But there's so many creative people on this planet who could write a better movie than that. And like you paid these people tons of money. They paid the person who wrote Supergirl, I think that was the first time she wrote something. It was like, one, there's a
You can
comic
tell.
that you could take from. Yeah, you can tell, but it was just like there's so many other people who I feel like are more talented. Get a group of people to get like and make these movies better because you're putting $200 million into it. Why would you not want to have a good script like that makes sense?
I even think beyond superhero movies, I'm starting to every movie I watch, like I'll start one that I'm excited for instance, I'll start to watch. I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. And then by the end, I'm always like, oh, it wasn't what I thought. I thought it was going to be better. Like it's always like there's something missing. Like whether I've got an expectation that can't be met, but I always feel like every movie at the end, I go, oh, there's something could have been better. Where actually, weirdly, the Odyssey, I don't feel that way. I actually look back and I go, that was perfect. Like that was really, really good. Yeah,
Same.
which is like, and I don't know if that's because I came to expect every movie to be bad, and I finally got thrown for a loop when I was like, oh wait, this is a good movie. What the hell?
Yeah.
I'm almost in the same boat where I do go into most movies, and I call this my multiverse of madness effect because I went into that was the most. I was so like that was my most anticipated movie I think I've ever like. Infinity War, Endgame, great, but like I went into the multiverse of madness after No Way Home. Was it? Or was it before No Way Home?
No, it was after.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Because watching What If and then No Way Home, I was like, oh, Multiverse of Madness is about to be the greatest thing
That's
we've ever seen in my like I went into it just expecting so much, and I left that movie, and it wasn't the bad thing is it wasn't a terrible movie. It just wasn't good. Like it wasn't the worst. It just wasn't good. Like, and it wasn't good enough. And after that, I said, I'm not gonna go into any of these movies expecting anything. Like that's why Obsession surprised me because like I go into it with the lowest of expectations. I went into Supergirl with low expectations, but it somehow went below my expectations. Like it was just like, damn, like this is bad. Like this, and I didn't want to be one of those internet dudes who everybody was just hating on this little girl.
Yeah,
like because she called people chuds and she called people like she called out the fanboys, and it's like I hate that. Like I don't like that narrative, but it just wasn't a good movie. Like
I agree with what you're saying. You're going in there with lower expectations now, and I'm not like super critical. I don't at the end of the movie pull it apart. I just go, I was expecting this result. You know, I go into every movie going, this is probably going to be bad, and when it's not, you go, oh, that was different. Like, you know, and it's not happening that often anymore. But
yeah, that's unfortunate. Like it really is. They're just not. There's so many creatives out there, like the dude who made Backrooms, right? Like these young filmmakers, they're out there. You just got like they got to find them and not turn them away. Like they turn thousands of people away every day who write scripts, but then they pick the crappiest script, like from some their best friend's best friend. Like
I guess as well, like. As you watch more movies over your lifetime, there's eventually going to be a point where you won't see a movie better than one you've already seen. And like, does everything kind of accumulate and you compare it to the collective of all movies? Just like, you know, if you watch basketball or baseball and you've seen a player, maybe there's never going to be someone better. So you're always comparing them to that great player. And you're like, you can't. They are the greatest. There is no comparison. And so everyone looks inferior compared to the thing you're comparing it to. So, like, if we've seen all these Avengers movies and you love them, probably every superhero movie will seem like a letdown, and 2-1 is better than it. Because that's where you're comparing it to.
after Endgame, I really said I said the MCU should just stop. Like they should have just let it. Like Endgame was that was the crescendo. That
pinnacle.
was it was. It was like you can't do better than this. And I mean, No Way Home was
No Way Home came
No
close.
Home
It's close.
Yes.
No Way Home. There are people now who
excellent.
like try to crap on No Way Home, like, oh, looking back on it, I didn't think it was that. Like, are you serious? I just watched No Way Home again, and it still hits.
It still hits.
Like that to me is it was it perfect? No, but it was a great time at the theater. Like it was a great movie to just watch and digest. And I feel like if my family can get into it, I gauge a lot on if my kids can watch it and just like granted they didn't understand like May's death, but like they understood. Like they just that's 3 Spider-Mans. Like what is going on? Like that's just so cool to my son.
I just wonder if it's similar to like, music, how people tend to like music from when they were younger or a certain era. You get to a point you're like, I don't have capacity for anything new. I like what I like. Or were those things so good because when you experienced them, it blew you away? Like, do you imagine like when people first saw movies with color or spoken word in it, every movie after that was like, well, how can I top the first one I saw? Because that blew me away. I've never seen something like this before. So like older movies seem classical because when you saw them, you didn't know what could come next.
Yeah.
Like you didn't like it was so good at the time that everything now is like I can't get back the first time feeling again.
See, I remember like I felt that way watching Star Wars as a kid. Like I was just like, how is this possible? Like one, I used to have nightmares of Darth Vader because I was just terrified of Darth Vader. But as an adult, you look at these movies that I showed my wife Die Hard for I want to say like 2 or 3 years ago. My wife was like, "What is this?" I was like, "This is the greatest action movie ever made. This is Die Hard."
Yeah,
This is the greatest. Like I remember watching Die Hard as a kid, and my whole family was hyped watching Die Hard. We all watched it together on HBO the first night it came out. This is back when the family used to get around the TV. And we were all just sitting around like, this is the greatest action movie ever made. And you go back and look at it now, it's like, cool. It still holds up. But
like I showed my son Jurassic Park the other day, and I remember like I was like, how good is Jurassic Park? I loved it so much. And then when I watched it, he's just not impressed because it just looks bad. And you're like, so because it's phased out, like it's hard to regain that again. And when I'm watching, I'm like, right, this is so graphically so bad. And it's like, so if you were to watch this now, of course you're not going to like it. Like, I guess you can only experience it once. So I struggle.
You had to be there. I say that to people. Like you had to be there. Like there's certain movies like they're just marks of the time, and you really had to be there to like understand. Terminator 2, for instance. Terminator 2, like I'm old enough to remember when it came out in the theater, there were lines. I grew up in New York City. There were lines. This was before Ticketmaster and before you could buy tickets in advance. People, like there were lines like 3 blocks long of people waiting to see Terminator 2. I had to wait like 3 weeks to finally see it. And it still would make it. It was still sold out. Like that was a time. Like it only made like $300 million. Like that's just a sign of the time, but it was such a revolutionary movie. And now it looks like, I'm trying to think of a comparison of what, like, it looked like Jurassic Park now. Like people are like, oh, these graphics are terrible. Like, oh, the guy's liquid metal. Who cares? And was it 96, 95, 96? 94 maybe? Like that was like revolutionary. 90s. Like it was the most revolutionary thing James Cameron ever done. Like
you think talking about box office, do you reckon the Odyssey will break all the records? Like it seems like everywhere is sold out for like a month now. Like to get IMAX. Like, it's like a month before you'll get a ticket anyway. 1000%. Mainly because it goes for 3 hours. So they can only do it like 3 sessions a day kind of thing. So
it's gonna make the money only because like people are talking about it. That's like it positively, because usually what happened with Supergirl, most people went in with a little bit better hopes for it, but once they saw it and the critic score and people knew what it was, it's bombing right now because nobody's going to go see that when people are like, hey, you should go see the Odyssey, you should go see the Odyssey, you should go see the Odyssey. So it's going to make...
I don't know how they work out the box office. Like, is it regardless if you pay X amount for the ticket, a cheap cinema or more at a more expensive cinema, does the film still get the same amount? Like, because I was thinking with IMAX, because IMAX tickets are way more expensive, will it make more money because you pay more money to go see it?
Yes.
Or it counts for that?
Yeah, it counts for the IMAX prices, which are ridiculous.
Yeah, so it's obviously going to make a fortune off that because you're paying twice as much to go see it.
Correct.
And that's the thing about IMAX, and that's why I don't understand why the Avengers, this next Avengers movie is not going to be in IMAX.
Yeah, there's only 30. There's like, apparently that's like a thing. There's only like 30 IMAX screens.
Well, like legit IMAX screens. Because
Like
we have
IMAX
XD, we have like, which I guess is the equivalent to IMAX,
right? But they don't count
charge as much.
Yeah, they don't count it as IMAX. So there's only like certain screens, so they don't count.
Yeah,
so
we've got an IMAX near us, like it's called IMAX. It's an IMAX one, and it's like I saw the Odyssey in it, and I don't think it matters. I'd happily see it in the class below. You just need the big screen and the big sound. The whole 17 mil, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It makes no difference to it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Sometimes IMAXs they're weird. Like the one at ours that they built, it's set up like a normal cinema, like it inclines on a normal amount, but it's massive. But I went to one in New Zealand and it was like this. And I saw Oppenheimer, and it's like you're up against it was really weird. And I don't know why they make it that way.
It's one like that in New York. And that was the first IMAX that I went to. And I was like, what is this? I was so thrown off because I think I went and saw the first Avengers movie. And that was the first IMAX movie that I went and saw. And the incline was so steep. I'm not a fan of heights. So like, it really feels like it was like you're in a tiny bowl.
I saw Oppenheimer in that, and I was like towards the front, and I got that, like the potato head like pictures you've seen. Like I actually was that the whole time, and I was like, cool.
I would never do that again. I wouldn't. I like sitting up front. I'm one of those people. I sit in the first three, like the most theaters have like either front 2 rows or front 3 rows. I usually sit in the second row or the third row. I don't sit in the front row anymore because this one theater I went and saw Friday Night Lights. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that movie, Friday Night Lights. It's like a football movie, but the action is so frenetic. And I was sitting so close because we got tickets super late. And like me, I was on a date. And we both sitting there getting dizzy because it was like right there. And it wasn't even IMAX. It was just like a normal screen size.
Do you guys have you have the 4DX near you guys?
Yeah, we do.
Where the seats move and the water splashes at you and smoke.
Oh no, I don't have the water. Like,
I got the water. Yeah, I saw the what's that Cyclone movie called? Twisters. Yeah, I saw Twisters like that. It was actually much more enjoyable that way. To be honest,
I think it can make a bad movie good. Like I saw like Jungle Cruise or something in it, and it was kind of cool because you're getting thrown around. But then I saw James Bond, the Skyfall. No, what's the last one?
No Time to
Die in it, and you're like, when you every time it shoots, and you're it wasn't fun. It kind of ruined it.
I went and saw Mad Max Fury Road, and like that was the first time I ever did D-Box. I didn't even know what D-Box was, and I was like, I saw the D-Box, and I went and sat in the seat. And Fury Road started like it's not much sound other than driving and a lot of moving. I was like, this sucks. Like, I don't like this. Like, it was a lot of jarring stuff. And I've been in vehicles that do a lot of jarring. And I feel like I broke my ribs before. And I don't know if they healed correctly. Cause like it was jarring and it was hurting my ribs. And I was like, this is crazy. I don't like this. And then I found out that I didn't pay for D-Block seats. So the person, like the usher came, was like, hey, did you pay for these seats? I was like, yeah, I'm in D7. They're like, no, those are regular D7s. You're in D-Box D7s. I got excused. D-Box is kind of like 4D. It's only the chair moves.
Yeah.
Like it's just a chair. You don't get water or nothing, but the chair it's like a roller coaster where chairs just jarring you around and it sucks. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Do you have the XL screens, the ones where they wrap around you?
Yeah.
The
They're so gimmicky. Literally, like hardly
Screen
any
X.
of the movie. Yeah, hardly any of the movie is ever in that.
On the sides, yeah.
Yeah, it makes
I
no
saw
sense.
Fantastic Four like that, and I thought I was gonna be just because Fantastic Four visually was great, but then the four, like you said, it was only certain scenes, and I was like, this sucks. I thought the whole movie was gonna be like,
Yeah,
I thought Galactus was gonna be all around me, and it just it didn't work that way. But I'm going to see Spider-Man.
We have some real funny gimmicky scenes here. We have like ones where they have like slippery dips in it and like kids, like a kid's playground, so you can like go and let kids play while she watches.
What?
My son love that actually.
Oh, there's always fights. There's like parents getting fights in it. Like it's not fun.
Wow.
Because one kid hits another kid or bumps them in the dark going down the slide, and it's not fun.
When I was in Qatar, people would take their kids to there was a movie theater inside the mall, and they would take their kids and then just drop them off in the theater. And these kids were little assholes, and they would just talk the entire time. And they'd walk around the cinema, and like you couldn't say nothing to them because like you're in their country, they're like super rich, and like you leave out of there, their dad will come up and like pick them up in the Testarossa or something. Like they just drop them off there and just leave. And these are like 10-year-old kids. These aren't like teens. These are like young kids who are just there by themselves. I remember I took like my whole platoon to go. I think it was Winter Soldier, but this is like the third time I went and saw Winter Soldier. I went and saw it so many times, and like these girls were with me, and these kids would mess with them, and this one girl popped the shit out of this kid, and I was like, dude, you about to get us kicked out of this whole country. I was like, we gotta go. I was like, we gotta get the fuck out. Like she slapped the shit out of this kid out. Like, we gotta go, man. I was like, you about to start an international incident. Like the kid just started yelling at her and speaking in Arabic, and I was like, man, dude, one, you're a woman in an Arab country. Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go before.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. We have so many cinemas around that have the gimmicky stuff, so like movies here, like around 25 to 30 Australian dollars, which is probably like $20 US or something. Like I don't know. I think works out that way. But there's a cinema near me where it's $6 and no one goes to it. It's like heritage listed, like they can't demolish it, and no one goes, and it's dirt cheap. And I go there, I'm like the only person almost in every movie I go see that. But it's so good. And it's not run down at all. Like it's in pristine condition, but no one goes there. And it's like cheap movies, and it's the best. And you're always there by yourself. And the concession food is insanely cheap. Like the prices don't make sense. It's like you've gone back in time. And
see, that's my type of movie theater. We had a theater like that here, but the issue was that they had old rundown seats. Like they had like these old auditorium seats, and I was like, okay, you get if you only pay $2 to go in there, you get the $2 seats. That's why you pay $2 to go here.
Yeah, no, this is in like good condition, and it's like funded by the government, so they don't close it down. But no one goes there. But in school holidays, it is absolutely packed because everyone sends their kids there because it's cheap. Yeah. But if you go during the week, you're like the only person there, and they have everything on, and they have good times. It's good. It's the best movie theater to go to. The gimmicky stuff doesn't matter. I'd rather save money than get gimmicks.
Touche. Yes, me too. I'm not a fan of IMAX, but it depends on the movie. Like, I mean, I guess if I do go see the Odyssey, but like I don't feel like the IMAX here, like the IMAX theater we have in my city, is real IMAX. It just feels like a big screen. Like it just. I
don't think you necessarily need IMAX. You probably just want a recliner seat and a big.
I usually go Dolby because I like like here the Dolby seats are the newer seats, so they recline. They're much better. They're much wider. So I usually go Dolby. I don't even care if as Nolan intended. I'm like, I don't care how Nolan intended it.
For real.
I must say that movie, because you've seen it, Wilson. I like the historical accuracy of everyone's accents in the movie. Like everyone just had random accents from like all over the place, but it kind of worked because I guess if you try to make everyone put on a ancient Greek accent, it's probably
Right.
very racist. But it
Yeah.
was
No, it's not even that. I think it's just some actors can't do it well.
yeah.
So it would be real bad. And I just feel like it did deter from the story. You know, like the story, like I said, he really centered the entire movie on the characters and on the story. Like for a movie about ancient gods, there were no ancient gods. Like you see, they mentioned the ancient gods, but you never saw them really. So it's like, you know, the story is really about like what the characters go through. So I wasn't really paying attention to, well, this doesn't sound like back in the day or whatever. Like it's just
I kind of liked it though, because instead of trying to make it accurate and be wrong, you may as well just everyone be yourself.
Right.
Like I don't
tell
feel
a good
like
story, yeah.
Because like most movies, you know, like the actor or actress might be British, but they're pretending to be American. It's literally, it's like everyone needs just like talk normal, talk in your actual normal accent. Do not put one on. But yeah, I think it worked well. What did you think of Tom Holland?
I thought he was Spider-Man in this.
Yeah, I
I'm not gonna lie.
I really feel like it. I feel like he wanted. To me, I reckon Timothy Chalamet was probably who they wanted, or he would have nailed it better.
Yeah,
I feel like it was made for Timothy Chalamet, and they got.
And they were like, "We'll take Tom Holland."
We got Timothy Chalamet at home, aka Tom.
He just seemed very boyish and just. I'm guessing that's what he was meant to be, but it just I don't know, it wasn't.
I felt like towards the beginning of the movie, it was very well that he was that character, but by the end of the movie, where he's supposed to be a little bit more of a man, a little bit more grown, I'm like, this is why they needed Timothy Chalamet, because he could play the boy and the man. Tom Holland can kind of only play the boy trying to be the man. And then John Bernthal was just John Bernthal. Like he was just the Punisher in the Odyssey, which I loved.
Well, that's what stood out to me. He likes his accent in it. He just he literally just talked the same. Like he didn't do shit. It worked well.
I love it.
There's an interview where Tom Holland says that he thought his character was 16. Now I don't know if he's trolling, but he's like, I played him like he was 16 the whole time. It was like it's impossible that he could be 16 because your father was gone for 20 years. Yeah, and everybody's trolling him, and he's like, no, but I don't know why. In my head, I just thought he was 16. I was like, okay, okay. He's married to Zendaya, so he gets all the passes.
He gets a pass. He gets
he's
Spider-Man. He gets the pass.
Yeah, he's Spider-Man. He gets the pass.
But he was not bad in the movie, even if like I said, his acting was just himself, but he was not bad in the movie. The movie,
I wouldn't say he's bad. It's just certain people you struggle to see as other characters. Like for me, I think Daniel Radcliffe can't play anyone but Harry Potter. Like he will never. I just can't see him being casted. It just doesn't work.
I've seen him in other things.
I have to say, he's done great other movies, man. Like most of his indie stuff, like he does things so far left.
Yeah.
Like have you seen the
Guns
movie Horns?
Oh, I love Horns.
Horns is a movie that you have to go. If you have not seen it, it's so weird. It's so different.
It's also a comic.
Yeah. Like it's a very unique movie, and he's really good in that movie.
He is great.
It's a movie I never heard of it. Once again, it was one of those. I saw the cover and I was like, oh, let me check this out. And it just was way better than it had any right to be.
Or maybe that's the thing. You're saying he's doing things far out there, because it'd be hard to make him the face of another franchise or something that's true. Massive, because it just won't work.
You know, I would have agreed with you if I had not seen Robert Pattinson's transcendence from the YA, you know, because after I saw him as the Batman, I'm like, what else can you do? And in the Odyssey, I feel like he's not a version of himself that I've seen in another movie.
Yeah, I feel the same. I don't know. I think Pattinson, he does everything well. So I don't stereotype him as being, whether it's Edward from Twilight or even Cedric from Harry Potter. It's kind of maybe because he's a bit older. Like you didn't grow up with him. He kind of looks the same now almost as he did then. Like like slightly a
look-
bit older.
Yeah, I think he looks older.
He looks old. He
Yeah.
looks old. He looks like a grown up. Like that.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
like Daniel Radcliffe. Honestly,
looks-
still
he
looks
has-
like
Yeah, he has
like, even
what's
though
his
he's
name?
in his 30s.
Joel Osment, Billy Joel
Haley
Osment.
Joel-
He has that
yeah.
thing where the face just stays like a kid.
It just stays. It just stays the same. But like, yeah, no. Robert Pattinson's done. He's done so many
Like-
different things outside of Twilight to where, like,
Lighthouse.
I mean, just completely going away from. I don't want to do anything. I was surprised he did the Batman. In all honesty, but
Yeah, him same.
I don't think there's
didn't
many
think
things he's in that I don't like.
The
Like
drama.
yeah.
the drama is weird, but he's still good in it.
Yeah, he's
Oh yeah,
But like even movies like Water for Elephants, people don't like, and I
Yeah,
think he's good
he
in
was
that.
I've never seen
The one where he's in the Twin Towers, and he's like, I can't remember what it's called, but it's
Remember
a movie.
Me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's I really again. People hate that, and I
Yeah.
like that movie.
I didn't.
Like-
Once I heard about the Twin Tower thing, I was like, I don't want to watch this. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
But
from New
he's-
York. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's
same,
just
yeah.
not something I like to.
but yeah, he
Think about
seems to be in like. Oh, I think he's good in everything. I'm sure
No,
there
he
is a
is.
movie out there that
He was in
that
Good-
isn't
I
good,
really
but
like him in
everything
Good
I can think of,
Times.
he's great in.
You seen Good Times? I think it's
I've
called Good
not
Times.
seen that.
He's really good in that. That really solidified it for me after Good Times because I also had
Is
a bad
that like
taste.
a robbery movie or something? Is that
Yeah,
the one?
yeah. Well, robbery happens in it, but it's
Yeah.
crazy. Other stuff happens.
Yeah.
But for me, what's that movie with Daniel Radcliffe where he plays like a dead body?
Oh, Swiss Army Man. Or whatever.
Swiss Army Man. I was blown away. I was like, this is Daniel Radcliffe? Because that's when I first saw him outside of the Harry Potter thing. And then he did, I think,
Franchise,
like,
yeah.
I think he did like The Woman in the Woods or some kind of horror movie.
Yeah.
I
Woman
forgot
in
what it's
Black.
called. Woman in Black.
The Woman in Black.
And I was
yeah.
like, oh, okay, there's the Daniel Radcliffe I know. But then, he did Guns Akimbo and he did Thorns, and I'm like, okay, this guy can do
Is
He
he
just
in,
needs a good script.
Now You See Me too, or something? He's
Yeah.
like the villain in that.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
Then also
right,
in that,
yeah.
that is it like, no, not Love Island. It's the one with the Channing Tatum and
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock. He's the villain
Oh
in that.
yeah,
Oh yeah, the Lost City. That
Yeah,
that actually was good. I enjoyed
like
it.
that.
It was
I
fun.
did like it.
Yeah, the Lost City.
But it's almost gimmicky. He has to play something out there or gimmicky. Like he has to play like the angry rich guy that wants to like rule the world or something. He can't really do anything serious. It doesn't work.
Because a lot of people still see him as Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
a real.
Yes.
I could only imagine how hard it is for him because he's trying to be taken seriously, but you just can't. Like people
He
just
should just take his money and run. He doesn't need to.
I would say he probably has enough to have.
Yeah.
But,
He should have enough.
He's been
Yeah.
acting since he was a kid, so I'm pretty sure this is like his calling. Like he
Oh,
wants.
I'd hate,
Yeah,
you could only imagine what the royalties for Harry Potter would be for the rest of his life. Like
He's
you'd have to think it'd be up there with like the people on Friends, the kind of
Yeah.
royalties they get. Like Harry Potter would surely be up there.
It depends on the contract. Some of these
Yeah.
kids, some of those kids be getting robbed, man, unfortunately.
True.
Speaking about Harry Potter, we actually talked to someone else about this. What are your guys' opinion about them casting Snape as someone being black? Because my opinion is that out of all the characters they could have cast, I think they should have cast a different character as black. Snape's like a character that you like, he gets bullied, so it's like people are going to say it's a race thing when it's actually not. So how do you guys feel about Snape being black in the show?
Personally, I don't care because there's a great chance. There's like a 90% chance I'm never gonna watch the show.
Okay.
Like, there's a great, and it's not because I enjoyed all of the Harry Potter, and if my kids watch it, I probably will watch it with them. But I'm totally indifferent. I do enjoy people on the internet being mad about it though. Like that's what I enjoy. Like there are people who are very upset about this. Like there are people who just like enraged because how dare you? And it's like I don't care.
I don't mind.
I'm very indifferent to just a lot of things, and
I have no issue with in movies or whatever recasting people and changing gender, race, sex, color, whatever it is. I think it's an issue when you change something that's historical, that's like a real person. Like imagine if you made a movie about, Nelson Mandela and you cast a guy with pale skin and red hair. It's like that's just not right. So like that's the only time when I don't think you should do it. Yeah. But in terms of a fictional character, change it however you want because the person is not real.
The story is not real. The events are not real.
The unfortunate part of that is though it is going to turn people off and people are not going to watch it for a silly reason like that. That's what upsets me is like when people like the Odyssey. There are people, I'm not going to see the Odyssey because Helen of Troy is.
If only they knew.
I don't like stuff like that. I wish I could care about stuff like that. Like, I just don't. It just doesn't matter to me. As long as it's good, I don't care who's in it. Like, I really don't. Like, as long as it's good.
Maybe the only exception to the fictional character is, I think, unless someone has something distinct. So I'm thinking like the Little Mermaid. Like the Little Mermaid in the cartoons distinctly had red hair and pale skin, and it's like that was a distinct feature of the character. And now when you recast a like that's a complete change. It's like, if a character like Hagrid's a giant and you decide to make him small in the remake, it's like you've just changed the or maybe not because that's a creature, but you can't physically change something that makes a character. Like if a character is known for having a certain distinguishing feature and then you pick someone that doesn't have that, it's like,
well, do you like Wolverine?
I haven't seen it.
Wolverine is like notoriously like 5'5" in the comic.
Yeah,
he's a short, angry guy.
He's a short guy. Okay.
Then Hugh Jackman is like 6'3". He's this hulking human being. And
he was taller than Scott Summers in all the X-Men movies.
And once again, stuff like there are people who complained about that, and it's like that's the silliest thing in the world to complain about because who cares? Like that's it. Just I don't know. Like
for me. For me, it's like the first thing you said, where if it's a fictional character, a fictional story, I don't care how you change it. If you are changing it, though, hopefully you are taking into consideration the reason of why you're changing it. So, for example, the thing that you said earlier, Jacob, about if they made him black and they're going to make it a racism thing, then make it a racism thing. He's being bullied because he's the only black wizard or whatever it is and stuff like that, and then that maybe leads him to whatever it does that he does.
That's why he hates James Potter.
Maybe, but my point is, if you're gonna do that, then that's fine if it's part of the story. You understand what I'm saying? Like if they make Hagrid tiny, then Hagrid is tiny now. All these other things need to change to serve the story. But if you're like Hagrid's tiny, but he's doing big man things, this doesn't make any sense. So you know what I mean? So if you're gonna change it, but it serves the story, it doesn't really matter to me. So like I don't care that Snape is black. I don't care that they're even remaking Harry Potter because obviously they're going to. They need money, and they have a whole franchise they're sitting on.
I'm trying to think of something that kind of matches along with that. Jakey, you might remember it. It was a show. I think it was like a mini series about it's like someone was murdering someone. They're trying to capture it, and one of the characters, the actress in real life, had like a disability with her arm, and it was based upon a true story. But the person she was portraying did not have that same disability, and it kind of was like, if you're going to add that, I think you need to put it in the story because it didn't make sense. So it's like not saying that someone with a disability shouldn't get an acting role, but if it's visibly noticeable, it needs to be mentioned in the story or be part of it. Otherwise, people go, well, like I looked it up. I was like, oh, did this person that get murdered have this disability? And it's like, no. Then I was like confused then why you cast it. It'd be like, casting someone in a wheelchair to play a character that isn't, but then making no reference as to why they're now in a wheelchair. You just kind of like pretend as though it's not there and it doesn't make sense. It's got to become part of the story.
Right. I mean, for that, it does depend. So if you made Batman in a wheelchair, you kind of have to address Batman in a wheelchair.
It's important.
But if he's if it's just a victim of like a killing of a random, you know what I mean? Like, if
well, the
it
person
this...
was I wish I could think of it. They were the main character. They basically.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah.
They basically this person was going to murder them, and they solved it, and then. Oh, I wish I could think of what it was.
But it was based on a real, like.
It was based upon a real story, but
yeah.
there's no reference to the disability, and the person in real life did not have it. They were basically just giving this person an acting gig because they were a good actress, which is fine. But I feel like you've got to add it into the story then, or why get them to portray a real person when they actually don't resemble the real person? They've got. I don't know. It'd be like, if you remade a movie about Stephen Hawking and you just got someone not in a wheelchair the whole time.
They did do that.
I would say, they
I was like, they did that. They did
that. They definitely have done that.
But like, even when he gets becomes unwell, you're like, no, you can't just change that now. Like, it's I don't know. But it was strange, but it kind of matched onto what you're saying.
Hollywood does whatever Hollywood wants to do.
Pretty much.
Like they take liberties. They take a lot of liberties.
But even in reenactment, because it's just a reenactment, it's not like anything that's historical or whatever. It's not 1-to-1. So even if they're like they got this actor that has a disability or is a different skin color, or is a different gender than the character, but this is the person that they chose that acted the role that they thought the casting director thought was perfect, the director thought was perfect, and then the story is good, who cares? But it's usually when the story is not good that people are like, I can't defend this, and so they shouldn't have cast this person. And it's like,
that's a good point.
You wouldn't have said that if it's good, you know what I mean? Like, even right now, the Odyssey, right? A lot of people don't know because they haven't seen the movie, but think of Oppenheimer and how it was stacked with the cast, but ultimately the main character of that movie was pretty much the person that had the most screen time. The Odyssey is similar, to not give anything away. The Odyssey is similar. Matt Damon has the most screen time in this movie. He is the main character. He is Odysseus. Everyone else around him has supporting roles. Some have, I wouldn't even call a supporting role. I'd call basically a cameo. But people are really up in arms about these people being in this movie that are barely in this movie. But the characters they serve their purpose, and they acted well in it to be that character. So it's not something that I, now watching the movie, take away from, But if it was bad, then the backlash would hit harder, where it's like, oh, well, that person shouldn't have even been there in the first place. And that's where I feel like it's, like, what is it? I think House, right? House is like was seen as like this amazing, medical show or whatever. But now when we have like shows like The Pit and stuff like that, people are going back and going, oh, well, this wasn't, medically accurate. And I'm like, that's not why we watched House. That's not why we watched this guy do this stuff, because obviously who's breaking into homes, finding out if people are on the actual medication they're saying because people are liars. Like, nobody's doing that. But he entertained us for a long time. And so now seeing, because society changes, oh, this is toxic masculinity or toxic behavior, and this is promoting these kinds of things. But it's like, but it's a compelling narrative that was fun and interesting and entertaining. And that was the whole point of the show. It wasn't to be this representation of all these other things. So I feel like when you talk about things like, reenactments of history and stuff like that, for the most part, the people making it are not thinking, well, we have to get this character 1-to-1. They're thinking, we got to tell a good story. Well, sorry, that's not true. That's what they should be thinking. But that's usually not the case. But if the story is good, most people don't care if it is 1-to-1.
Exactly.
Like, the internet is a weird thing, because like a lot of these true crime shows, they'll pull up like the real people and say, well, this person wasn't a redhead, this person was. But a lot of times what I've noticed where Hollywood would do, like, they make combinations of people into a character that's palatable for people to watch. I think of the Monster Show, like the one about Dahmer. And like people were going in, well, this didn't happen. This guy wasn't, this guy wasn't the third person. He was the second person he killed. And it was just like, they're making the show entertaining. They don't, like, accuracy is cool, but they don't care. Like they just want to make an entertaining show to get you in there to keep you coming back for every single season. And I I don't expect accuracy. Like
Right.
I don't
It's-
expect much from Hollywood. I'll be totally honest.
It's always
Like,
But
funny when
also,
they do.
it's a different medium. If you're going to like the History Channel, you expect
Yeah.
historical accuracy. You're like, okay, this is not
Eh.
actually the murderer or the person, but they
Mhm.
got a background actor guy that sort of looks like the guy. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But when
It's
you're
funny
watching
when
like
they.
a Netflix adaptation, this is literally, it even says it at the beginning. This is literally not exactly what happened. We are taking a lot of liberties here. Watch, the guy from American Horror Story kill some people.
But yeah, it is funny when they show those like at the end of the films, and it'll be like the actor was Brad Pitt, and the guy's playing's like really ugly. And you're like, because obviously like they want to get the Hollywood star, and it's just like, geez, you've embellished this. This guy will be stoked that you think he looks like Brad Pitt.
For sure. Yeah, Moneyball. Like,
Yeah.
I think the guy he played, like, he didn't look like Brad Pitt. But I mean, hey.
Even
Jeez,
more
that's-
recently, that war movie. What's that war movie called? Where all of them were it all took place in the same day, and they were all in that house. And damn,
Yeah,
it was-
Oh, you
War-
talk about
War-
God, I just watched it.
Warfare. Yeah,
Warfare. Yeah,
Warfare.
Warfare. At the end, they showed the real guys, and I'm like, those guys look nothing like these actors. These actors are fucking what? But they were like, yeah.
I guess you got to get. I guess you got to weigh up if you're a director. Do you get someone that can act or someone that looks like the person
Right,
they're
correct.
trying to be?
Yes. Infamously, in the Tupac movie, the guy looked just like Tupac. He did not act anything like Tupac. He looked like they were, oh my God, that guy looks just like him, but he was a terrible actor.
Terrible
He-
actor.
It was a horrible movie, and I didn't watch it. I just watched clips. And
So, what do
every
you think
clip was
about?
terrible.
Was it the Straight Outta Compton movie? Was it? It was Ice Cube's son that played Ice Cube, right?
Yeah,
So,
no,
like,
that was.
I don't
looked
think
like
he
it, but-
looks like. I don't think
No,
he
you
looks
don't
like
think-
Ice Cube, but I mean, he's the son, so
But it was a
Yeah.
good movie.
yeah.
What about Michael? What about Michael? I reckon the Michael Jackson movie, the guy did a good job.
that guy? Looked just like Michael Jackson.
I mean, I
Like,
think
there
he's
was
related.
scenes-
He's related.
What?
to him.
Yeah, that's his nephew.
Yeah,
But just because his nephew doesn't mean he's gonna look just
Nah,
like. I mean,
yeah.
like
I mean,
the
I'm sure they
makeup,
added makeup.
like
yeah,
everything about him, the voice.
yeah.
Yeah.
The voice is what really sold it.
He was like, there was scenes where I looked and I was like, that's Michael Jackson. Like that's like
yeah.
They brought him back.
It's him,
Yeah,
man.
we-
We
like,
were
he
watching
looked like
it,
he
and my
looked-
wife was like, "Oh, he even sings like him." Like, I
Yeah.
don't think he's actually singing that.
No,
I'm pretty
yeah,
certain. I was like,
Nah,
he's
that's
not
his voice.
singing.
He's
they
doing
tried
it.
to say he was singing something. I was like,
He's doing
no.
Yeah.
Like
I want to believe.
I was like, if he looked
Yeah.
like Michael Jackson, like he does, and could sing like Michael, he would, he'd be a lot more famous
He'd
than
be-
what he is. If,
yeah,
He would be doing what Michael Jackson did.
yeah.
Yeah, he could sing because like
Yeah.
I think him and his brothers had a group and they could sing, but
Yeah, they
like
can
not
sing, but
Michael
not
Jackson.
like Michael
Like,
Yeah.
like it's a different tier. Like there are tiers to it all. But that movie made $1 billion, which is very surprising. I did not see that coming. Like,
I liked it. Everyone I spoke to, everything I read online said it was bad, but everyone I spoke to that saw it loved it. So I was just like, what's the deal with this?
I loved it. I just didn't think it was gonna make $1 billion. Like
Yeah.
everybody I know loved it too. Like because I mean, most of the people I talked to about it who saw it were Michael Jackson
Right,
fans.
correct,
Like
Yeah.
we could
Grew up with
we
it,
could
yeah.
all bond over the music. Like no matter what you think about him and all of
Yeah,
it, which is
personal
probably
stuff,
why I'm not
right.
gonna go see the second movie. like I'm probably gonna
Like
stay
everything
away
that
from
happens after.
Yeah, everything that
Mhm.
happens after bad, I'm good on. Like I'm completely I'm okay not watching courtroom drama with Michael Jackson.
You don't want
but-
to see him dangle a baby out of a balcony.
No.
Oh no!
I got to see the music.
You're good
videos
with part
again.
one.
Yeah. Like it was a good time. I did not think it was gonna make that much money. Like I thought of 500, 600, but like that thing made
Yeah, I agree. I
That
thought
thing
it was
made-
going to get boycotted. I thought there'd be enough people out there that are anti Michael.
Yes, that
I
would just
also
that
thought
would
the
just
same.
not go see it. But like worldwide though, like I think it did more worldwide because you go outside. I will never forget the day that Michael Jackson died. I was in Iraq and we were on a base, and there were Ugandan. We would ride buses with Ugandan soldiers, like because they guarded a different part of the base. And these dudes, there were dudes in the dining facility crying, like Ugandan, and these are the hardest, like they're just rigid, like stone faced, but they were crying when they found
Wow.
out Michael Jackson died. Like it was it was he was so
Impactful.
influential worldwide, like outside of the States. Just it was insane. Like that's how I was like, these dudes are just, hard charging or whatever, but like in tears, like, there were other people. I mean, I was one of them. It was a sad day. I would say
I
it
guess
was a sad day.
new generations now wouldn't know
Appreciate
well, they
that.
wouldn't know what went on, all the bad stuff. Like
Yeah.
the kids across the road from me, he's like, they're in high school and he did a Michael Jackson like singing song thing for like a talent show. And I was talking to him about it, and he's like had no clue about all the legal stuff. Or it's almost like, oh, did it happen? And it's like, well,
Who knows?
it's like we still don't really like. Was he charged with anything? So like people can easily just forget that now and go, well, maybe it didn't happen. Maybe it's all lies, they just appreciate the music.
My kids love Michael Jackson music. I mean, they're too young to know about it. Like they're 10 and 8. So they like when they get older, they'll be able to make their own decisions. But like they love it, like the music's music. Like it's just timeless. It's impeccably produced. Like that to me is the best part of his music, is like how great the production was. Like it was so on point, and it was just a great movie. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I did. It was another surprise, I guess you could say.
I feel like biopics seem to do so well because it captures movie fans and music fans.
The music fans, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, I think Jacob could speak about this. Remember your thing at the movie group your game group where you had to ask people a question, and Jacob, what did you ask them? About if they wanted to choose between music or have to get rid of something, have to live without something.
If you had to without music, books, and like anime sort of stuff, or movies and TV
and basically everyone was like non-negotiable on music. They're like, I could live without movies, I could live without TV, but not music. And I think people forget that watch a movie without music in it. It's very weird. There needs to be a score. Music kind of makes everything. It influences style, culture, fashion, every aspect of life, basically.
Yes, a score can make a bad movie good, or a score can make a good movie bad. Like Spike Lee is notorious for having great scores, just very loud. Like he does this thing where his music just overpowers the scenes.
Great score, highest to lowest.
Yeah, the movie was a score. Like the entire movie, just the score was just blaring over the entire movie. It was weird.
Well, you even think about comparing superstars. It's like, you got Hollywood stars, you got sports stars. Musicians seem to always trumpet. Like, I don't know. Like, it might be a tough fight between who's more popular, like a Taylor Swift or like Lionel Messi or something. But like, I feel like, but there's like usually the musicians are like the top of the chain in terms of fame. Like people go ballistic for musicians and do things they wouldn't for any other famous person.
Very true. Messi, man, he's pretty daggone popular.
Yeah,
Guy makes
if you
$1
don't
billion.
watch sports,
well, no, well,
you will listen to music. Most people listen to music, even if you don't watch sports.
I find
you can't avoid music. You can't go anywhere without it being without being exposed. It's impossible.
I don't. I find people who don't enjoy music to be very weird, and they might be serial killers. Like, like serious. Like there are people I know who just like, I don't listen to that. I don't listen to that.
I think
how is it possible? Like,
I think anything is crazy.
As well, like I know you can watch a movie, like we could all watch the same movie and kind of take something different from it, but it is written in a way, there's a script, there is a straight story. It just depends how you interpret it. Sports, I guess it depends which team you're going for in the result, but music is completely subjective in a way that you may not even understand. The words could be in another language and you still enjoy it or feel something, and you might see a song as, oh, that's a love story. And then the writer's like, well, actually, no, it's not. It was actually about this. And like, I don't think many other types of media or medium have that. And like, I guess, people can like revolve their whole life around a musician or a style of music. Where how many people like live their life based around a movie?
I mean, I live my life a quarter mile at a time, so I don't know.
It's like
greatest Fast and the Furious.
Hilarious.
The amount of people I know that are like just dedicated to this like cowboy lifestyle just because they like country music. Like, we live in a city, and there's people that drive big trucks and wear cowboy hats just because they've like country music is like became their life.
Really?
You should.
That is interesting.
You should come to New York. There's a lot of people that have never been in a gang but will swear by a gang because they listen to rap music.
Yeah.
That have never ever in their life even been in a city, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But
that's funny. That is funny.
That just doesn't happen with anything else, and that's why I think biopics of musicians just do so well, because it just captures everyone.
I mean, the Bruce Springsteen biopic did not do so well.
No,
but
you'd think that it would.
But that movie was only about an album, though. From what I read, I didn't go see it. I'm not the biggest.
I didn't see it either. That's
Bruce
probably why I
Springsteen
didn't do
it. but then again, I mean, like Bruce Springsteen had a very, I don't want to say niche fan, but he did have a very niche fan base. Like his fan base is very 80s American. Like it was a very like that Born in the USA thing was like a time. Like once again, you had to be there like to understand how big that was, even though the song meant nothing like
what they thought it was. Yeah.
Yes. It definitely wasn't the anthem that America should have been blaring. That you know, the Bush and all of these different presidents, you know, would play that song.
I feel the same when the biopic for Rage Against the Machine comes out. The same thing will happen.
I watched that. Like I'm upset at myself. I never watched the Bob Marley biopic.
I saw it.
I'm not the biggest
Bob Marley fan. It's really good. Yeah, it was good.
But it just like I know the story, but like you go to the biopics for the music, to listen to the music.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think I would like the Elvis biopic, but that was actually really good. Like I enjoyed the hell of, like, I mean, Elvis made classic music. Like he made, I wouldn't say timeless music, but once again, it was a time. Like
it was a time.
Like Elvis was, when me growing up, Elvis was like the biggest thing. People loved Elvis and the Beatles, and I didn't understand why they loved both of these two things because I just never got it. Like it was just like the Beatles weren't my thing. Elvis was, I would say Elvis was more of my thing than the Beatles would be. And there is a human being who's made 4 Beatles movies. What is it? Paul Greengrass?
Paul McCartney, yeah, Paul McCartney.
No, it wasn't Paul McCartney. Like this guy is made 4. Have you guys heard about that? The Beatles movies that are coming out next year?
Yeah, I've heard about it. We're
all
getting
4
Beatles. Yeah.
4, like every Beatle has his own biopic.
Yeah, they're getting their own.
And they're all coming out on the same day.
Oh, I
which is
had
insane.
no idea. I had no idea.
That's insane. Like I get making a Beatles biopic, but he made 4. And they're all over 2 hours long.
Oh,
and
wow.
They're all coming out. Like, I don't think they're going to come on the same day, but they'll come out within a time of each other. And I'm really intrigued to see how these movies are going to do.
I think I like the biopics because even if they're not bands or musicians I know, I just like seeing how people get to where they were. And I find like musicians are a really interesting trajectory where like sports stars can be too, but there's not too many like sports star biopics or like, I don't know. I feel like usually sports movies are about teams or like a season or something that happened.
Yeah.
Where like actually watching how someone like became creative and wrote a song and what inspired it is really cool because it's like, I don't know, it's just got something that other movies can't offer.
And for some reason, it's usually drugs.
Yeah. And rock and roll.
They were all doing drugs, rock and roll.
And rock and roll.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
I was wondering, Wilson, what would you say, because Project Hail Mary, we know how much we both love
Love.
that movie.
I love
What
it.
would you say are the Oblivion and Project Hail Mary? What would you say they both do?
Odyssey.
The Odyssey. What would you say they both do that you like, and what would you say one movie does that you like? Because for the moment, Project Hail Mary is probably my favorite movie of the year still,
Yeah,
and
it
I want to
was for me.
see, and I want to see if the Odyssey can be as good, or what's your thoughts on it?
I have to rewatch the Odyssey. I've only seen it once. I saw Project Hail Mary like I think 4 times because I liked it that much.
Have you read the book yet?
I still haven't read the book. I have read the Odyssey like 100 years ago when I was made to in high school, but but I do have to check out the book for Project Hail Mary. But I don't know. I feel like it's hard to compare them because I think the Odyssey to me, not to date myself, but back in my day, they used to wheel these TVs in during the summertime to like when the teachers had nothing to teach. And this is the kind of movie that I feel like for me, there was this movie that they wheeled in, and it was that Tom Hanks movie. No, the Tom Hanks movie where they had to be Saving Private Ryan. So they would play, you know, these war movies, Saving Private Ryan. They would play Schindler's List. They would play, you know, these things that became like classics. And as I'm watching the Odyssey, I'm like, this is something. This is a classic. This is something that I could see, you know, teachers across the world just wheeling into a classroom, or well, I guess not wheeling in anymore. They just turn their smart boards to Netflix or whatever, and they're going to play this movie because it is epic. There's no, you know, nudity or sexual scenes or anything like that. And it is, you know, somewhat has to do with somewhat of history, but it's just, it's so good. It is so entertaining. I could see like a science teacher playing Project Hail Mary here and there, being like, "Oh, this is like my cool little science movie that's not really a science movie, but it kind of is." But I see that, and then again, just off of that, it's going to be in libraries. It's obviously going to win a bunch of awards when Oscars comes, but it's I don't know how to explain it. Like Nolan made an instant classic. Like this is like, you know, Apocalypse Now, Lawrence of Arabia. Like this is going to be in the realm of those kinds of films. Like as history moves forward, whereas Project Hail Mary is a great movie, and I love it, and I still enjoy it. I would probably watch it over the Odyssey. If I'm being honest, if I'd have the choices, I'd be like, I'd want to have fun. I mean, not that they're not both fun. But like I said, I have to rewatch the Odyssey like 4 more times to like really cement if I am going to continue because that's how I cement if I'm going to continue to watch a movie again, because I rewatch movies a lot like over the years. But yeah, no, right now, just because I guess of recency bias, Odyssey is above Project Hail Mary for me, even with the flaws that Odyssey does have, because it's not perfect, but it's damn near perfect. It's damn near perfect.
Would you say the difference between the two is that the Odyssey is like more of a grand story of like empire and more stuff is going on? What Project Hail Mary, it's more of a wholesome story of a man basically trying to solve a problem. He meets a rock, and then they're trying to, you know, it's more of like a heart-wrenching story. Are they going to survive? So they're kind of different genres in a way, but one's more of a grand journey with Matt Damon and Ryan Gosling. And which one would you say you kind of prefer, the more grand story or the more wholesome, are they going to survive?
I think the more wholesome one, and actually now that you're talking about it, I mean, Luke, I don't know if you can see the similarities, because they are both actually very similar. Now that you're talking about the epic, they are pretty much 2 men trying to kind of go home. One of them, you know, they didn't choose to go home. So one of them was, you would say, didn't choose to go home for a longer time and then went home. But they do both have similar themes now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, no, I guess I do like the wholesome. I also think Ryan Gosling did a better job acting wise with the screen time that he was given. Again, Matt Damon, love Matt Damon, and he does deserve finally his acting off. He's been trying, but man, yeah, I don't know. I feel more for Ryan Gosling's character and his plight as the hero that the reluctant hero, the hero that was kind of made to be a hero, whereas the Odyssey is more about a hero that thought he was a hero but found out he was a villain, kind of, and then had to like make his peace with that a little bit.
I feel like the only way to really explain why, like I like the Odyssey more because it's just I know it's cliche, but it just feels more epic. There's something about it that feels bigger. It's not more high stakes because I guess one is, you know, the planet dying and the other is fictional, but it just felt more high stakes. It felt more, I don't know whether it's the way it was filmed or there's something about it. And I feel like, as you said, it's one of those movies that will live on, and Project Hail Mary, I think, will kind of just be forgotten. Like people have seen it or remember it, but I feel like in a couple of years, people won't be talking about Project Hail Mary anymore. But then the Odyssey, maybe it's also one because of the name. It just sounds epic too in words.
I mean, it's also a 3,000-year-old story. So
yeah, I just feel like it would just continue on, and I don't know. I can just describe it as more. It's just more epic. I don't know which is technically better, but I thought Project Hail Mary is one of the best movies I've ever seen. I still kind of do, but after I watched it a second time, I liked it less. And that's just a me problem. As I rewatch movies, I enjoy them less each time.
Oh, wow.
I don't know why that is. I feel like I just get to watch things once. Then after that, it's like, I know what's going to happen. Unless it's a comedy, I watch comedies over and over and over. Because it's just their intent is to make you laugh. But I find it hard to watch a story that's got, a twist at the end when you know the twist.
I get you. I get you.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, personally, since you asked me personally, I would say I love Project Hail Mary more than the Odyssey. I do see myself rewatching Project Hail Mary more than rewatching the Odyssey. But in the grander scheme of, I guess, movies, the Odyssey is technically a better movie and will definitely be heralded as a classic and be talked about years from now, as opposed to Project Hail Mary.
And do you think the reason for that is because it has more action, it has more set pieces? What in Project Hail Mary, it's more action to do with they're trying to save something, but no one's trying to stop them. So would you say there's different circumstances of why you think Odyssey, people probably prefer that more? Because even though it sounds like Project Hail Mary has the better story, there's just more things happening in the Odyssey for people to enjoy, I guess.
Yeah. Also, I feel like the storytelling, like the Odyssey, I think to what Luke said earlier, has a lot of things happening at once while it's trying to also retell what happened prior to what you're currently watching. And they do it in a way that is still interesting, still compelling. Whereas I feel like Project Hail Mary does have like a good 15-minute of just data dumping, this is exposition, this is what's happening, this is the stuff that's killing the planet, and this is how we have to solve it. And that part, even though they try to make it, they did make it pretty funny with Ryan Gosling in his little suit doing science and all the people watching him and being like, we're glad you didn't die. And then he has the meeting of the people. That all is great, but I feel like that's just exposition, and it still feels exposition-y. Whereas the Odyssey, to me, they are telling, basically the whole thing is exposition. The whole thing is like a retelling of what's happening. But while they're telling it, the things are happening. So they do a better job at telling that story in that way. So I think it's more accessible to people. Whereas I think Project Hail Mary, like I said, if you really like science, you probably really like, Project Hail Mary. If you really like sci-fi, you really like Project Hail Mary. For the Odyssey, you don't even need to like Greek mythology. You don't need to like history. You just need to like a character overcoming certain odds in every scene. Because every scene, you'll see a character trying to overcome some kind of odd. You know what I mean? And like there's certain scenes where there's like a little dialogue between characters, but even in those scenes, you understand why that dialogue has to happen or is happening. And it's still to the grander thing of this story is still propelling forward to this man coming home.
I don't know if this is a weird analogy, but it's kind of like if I was thinking of in music, if we had the Odyssey as like a classical piece, and then we have like Project Hail Mary is whatever you're into. It might be pop, rock, but like top notch, like something that's well renowned. It really depends. They're both amazing, and it's hard to compare them because they're just not the same.
Right.
And it depends if you like classical music and you just appreciate like, wow, that's amazing. And the person next to you might go, classical music, it's rubbish. It's just nothing. There's no words. It's just this, because they don't understand it. Not saying that the Odyssey is complex, but they're both equally as good, but they're not the same. There's just one is
it's hard to compare.
One is pure entertainment, in my opinion, and the other one is epicness. And if epicness isn't your thing, you might just be bored to tears watching the Odyssey. So
I feel like that's, to me, one of the reasons why Project Hail Mary is a great movie is because of the human story. I haven't seen the Odyssey, but like I have to care about the characters. I have to care about Odysseus's plight home. Yeah. If I don't care about his plight, like if I don't care about
3 hour long movie,
like then I'm not, like, it could be as epic. It could be the greatest epic movie ever, but if I don't care about the characters, same thing with music, right? Classical music is great, right? It has its place in the annals of history, right? But if it doesn't make me feel something, like I like R&B music, right? I like soulful music. I like music that talks to me, that tells me a story that I probably either lived through or I've heard before. If it's not doing that, and that's the way I like my movies. That's one of the reasons why I like certain movies over other movies, right? People, I'm trying to think. Oppenheimer is one of them, right? Like Oppenheimer is just another Nolan classic. Nolan is just one of the greatest directors of all time. But in all honesty, I've never cared about. I don't care about that character. Like, so I've refused. Like, I know enough about history. I know enough about the person. Like, I don't care how you juice it up, how you spruce it up. Nothing is ever going to make me enjoy watching a movie about this pro. I don't care how great the performances was. Robert Downey Jr. won Oscars. Great. Cool. That's just for other people who just love the technical aspects of movie making. But for a person like me, like the perfect movie to me, probably Forrest Gump's my number one. My number two, Everything Everywhere All at Once, right? It's a fucking shit show of a movie. Like, it's so much going on. It's so crazy. It's so out there. And there are people who hate that movie, but like, to me, it tells this incredibly human story, especially as a parent. Like, it tells this incredibly human story through shenanigans, right? It's so much going on, but it's still telling this like compelling, like the scene where the mother's talking to the daughter at the end, and she's telling her she wants to go, and the mother's crying, the daughter's crying, and I'm sitting there like, why the hell am I crying? Like, it's a human, I like human stories.
Like, we were all rocks 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, exactly. They turned into rocks. Like, this movie is insane. Like, it at no point should the movie work as well as it worked. And I'm sitting in the movie theater like, why do I love this so much? Because it's just a simple story just told through just insanity. Like, there's so much going on. And like, that to me, makes it just as epic as any other movie. And
I can
feel
definitely
that.
relate. I can definitely
ahead.
relate with that idea if a character, yeah, if you can't relate to it, you're like, why do I care that this is happening to you? And I think that the Odyssey does a good job of that, because you have Matt Damon going through that, but you almost forget that he's on his journey because it swaps to other people. So it's like there's his journey, but you're very much engrossed in what's happening with Anne Hathaway and Tom Holland. And so it's kind of like the two coincide, that you kind of swap between them, and it just kind of works. And I think that's why it goes really fast, because it's not like just watching this, why do I care that Matt Damon or Odessi's going through this? Because even if I almost forgot that he was trying to do something, because I was so engrossed in what the other characters were doing too.
Right.
And it's just really well done.
Yeah. Even before you know some of the characters' names, because he literally has an army of guys.
Yeah.
You're feeling for these guys. Like, this stuff happens to them, like in the beginning, and you're like, oh man, how the hell are we gonna get out of this? And by the end of that sequence, you are with them running, like, oh, we gotta go. And you don't even know these guys, but you feel like you've survived something. And then the next thing happens, and then the next thing happens. And so by the end, when it's revealed who these people really are and who these characters are, you're like, I feel like I just lived a life with these guys. And it's like, this is who these guys are. Like, this whole, it's like, it's really, like I said, it's just a better way to tell a story that is, to me, more I don't know about compelling, just it's easy, it'll be more easily accessible to a wider audience than something like a Project Hail Mary, if I had to compare the two.
I think he just slowly revealed everything at the perfect pace and kept you like kind of thinking what might happen or wondering. It just wasn't revealed too quick or too slow. It just came like every little bit, like, oh, that explains that. That explains this, and this is happening. Where not often does that happen with movies. You go, oh, I wish they held that off, or I spent the whole movie wondering, and then now it makes sense. It kind of he revealed it when he wanted you to know it, and it worked out well. He obviously spent a lot of time ordering the movie in such a way that it worked out that way. Because I guess you could have told the story completely linear or kind of
correct
in mixed parts like it was, but it wasn't confusing though. I don't know how to explain it. He's the master maker, not me.
The best way that I could explain it to people that haven't watched it is, think of like the non-linear way Weapons was told, and the reason that Weapons was told that way is the same way that Nolan uses it in this.
Oh man, I think you just sold me to not watch this movie, because I fucking
no.
Like, I hate that gimmick of the chapters.
No, it's not. It's not.
Everybody started doing that for some reason in the last 3 years. Everybody started making these chaptered movies where it's non-linear and it jumps all over. Oh my god, I hate that.
It's not a chapters thing. It's more of like, how do I explain it? He did it in a way that it doesn't feel like a chapters thing. Does that make sense?
Well, it can't not be a chapter thing, because I guess it's the trials of Odysseus. So he goes through them. He doesn't explicitly say this is trial 1, trial 2.
Right, yeah, correct. Yeah.
But it has to, because that is the story itself.
I just hate that. Like the Weapons thing, I get, like they did it for, I understood exactly why he did it that way, but like Zach Cregger's did that on Barbarian. Like that's become his thing to me. I'm really intrigued to see how this Resident Evil movie is gonna play out.
I also
it was just for it to make a bit more sense. It's a good to explain it. We've got Matt Damon's character. He's on a journey. His backstory is getting told through the eyes of other people. Essentially, Tom Holland's asking people. They're telling him about what his dad's done. So you're learning piece by piece through almost like flashbacks and retelling, whilst he's still moving forward on his journey, whilst stuff is still happening at the same time. So they're both on like journeys going towards the end, but along Tom Holland's journey, he's learning backstories to explain the journey that his dad's on, and it's just done really well.
I could dig it.
If you've seen, because Nolan does this in almost all his movies. Tenet, you see Tenet?
Yes.
It's like Tenet in a way. Like, it doesn't feel like chapters. It feels like, oh, okay, this story was part of the story already, but now we know this part of the story. Does that make sense?
I'm good.
I would say like
I think I know
90%
enough.
of the 90% of the movie is kind of retellings and flashbacks. The actual from where the movie starts to where from when like the real time of like when it's taking place to when it finishes is probably only a very short period of time. It's all backstories to how they got to that point of where it is. But it kind of starts at let's say it was like a month-long journey. The month between Tom Holland's entering the movie to the end of the movie might be a month, but during that month he learns about 20 years of backstory as the month progresses. If that makes, but it wouldn't have been a month, but if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's just well placed.
I believe you guys.
Okay, I imagine it's quite late where you guys are.
It is definitely late.
Yeah. Do you want to wrap it up, Jacob?
Well, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed the draft trilogy concept. We'll definitely need to do this idea again with T and Wilson if they want to, or other people. Well, thank you for watching. Let the force be with you, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, I did